Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Yeehaw Lads podcast, episode number 44. My hair under the weather today, so if I'm feeling a little tired or a little down, you'll probably hear it in my voice. But so far, we're doing good. We're drinking a lot of beer, and we're here to watch some memes, damn it. So I say we kick right off and get into this to get this show rolling. Am I right?
Right.
So normally I kind of vet these pretty nice and thoroughly, but I didn't, and we have a lot of them. And some of them will be terrible, and some of them will be good.
Sick.
But we don't have shit else to talk about, so we're just going to run through these and hope for the best.
This one?
I didn't put it first.
You send it, he puts it in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck it.
I love terrible memes as much as the next
Run
guy.
it. It's
just,
funny. It made me laugh.
if the audience continues to watch, then
wait,
that's
hold on. Can we
them.
do the most current event one first?
Oh, we can, yeah.
This
one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
First up, Andy, if you would like to read.
Yes, sir. This is off of iFunny. It is a picture of
Jeremy
Clarkson.
Oh my God.
The caption is, "Hammond, you idiot. You've driven straight into the Francis Scott Key Bridge."
That is a clip from their fucking... they were going to
South
build
America.
No, this was the
This
lorry one. This is Bridge
to-
over the River
It was going to be Bridge over the River
Kwai,
Kwai,
but they turned
built-
out to build a bridge over the River Cock.
I just watched this like 2 days ago.
Oh, it's such a good one.
The actual quote's, "Hammond, you idiot, you ran straight into the sports lorry," because it's a convertible. You can see the roof's cut off of it. It's got racing
Mended
stripes.
it.
Hell yeah.
What a banger. Okay, now we'll run back to the front, I suppose. Or do you want to go through all the picture ones first? How do we want to do this?
It doesn't matter. Just fucking
It doesn't
let
matter.
It's
let it
going
go.
to take time and suck
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try to get this paused and lined up.
So the caption is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay,
after-
maybe we don't listen to this one.
I think we saw
It's funny. I sent it in the group chat.
Yeah.
The caption says, "Me after I dry rub her labia for 5 minutes."
Well, you coming?
That is a
Jesus
clip from
Christ.
Polar Express.
That is the
by
clip
the
from
way.
the Polar
It's so
Express.
good.
Tom
Thank you,
Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Thank you, Thomas Hankson. Good Lord.
She Polar on my Express.
Oh, this was another Marcus one to start it. Good Lord. Let's go
Yeah.
with the unhinged today.
Ah, good old Grand Thumb.
We have bone, we have blood, we have organs. And this is about as close as we can get without using what, Micah?
Real human beings?
Pedophiles, which aren't real human beings.
Hell yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
Talking about
Amen.
test dummies and just like, what can we
Yeah.
use? Humans?
It's a
Well,
ballistics lab, like
Pedophiles.
pre-made
They're not real humans.
shooting dummy
Oh,
body.
Andy,
yeah,
this
I'm
is yours.
sorry.
Oh my God!
You want to
read
read
the
that?
caption?
You want to read that first, all, Andy?
Okay, so it's a girl covered in like blood. I'm
Yes.
assuming she's an actor. I'm pretty sure it's the girl from one of the girls from You, the TV series.
Who?
I don't think so.
Me?
One of the girls
Him?
from You. Okay,
Who's on it first?
anyway, the caption is "gave him B job for first time."
And she's just covered in
And she's
blood.
just covered in blood.
Is this a
smiling.
picture or a video?
It's a picture.
It's just a picture.
But the first comment right underneath that, crunch.
Ouch! That's why I screenshotted it with the caption.
Okay, Google, play I Come Blood by Cannibal Corpse.
Careful, we have
Damn
we
it.
have 3 Samsungs in here. It might actually do it. I think it's
Yeah.
next one, Andy.
This is also
sent.
mine. This is good. This is for Nick.
Oh!
Yeah, I got that WAP with arms wide open.
God damn.
Creed's so
And
bad.
it's Creed.
Yes, Creed's so fucking back.
Unfucking
Oh
believable.
my God!
They're playing at Tinley Park. You want to go, brother?
You can't afford that.
You
They're
right.
$50.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck,
we
that's
can.
Brother, I was
actually.
negative 100 yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh, this is mine.
Is this one of the next? Sick.
Yeah.
Should be wholesome,
Yo,
right?
check this shit out. We got the retro phone. Fuck! Dude, this shit is so fucking cool. Fuck! Look, it even got a little shit! I can even fucking talk into it. Fuck!
Is this the one where the guy has Tourette's and he's touring the museum?
Yes.
I think that's what the caption is. It's like,
Yeah.
touring the Alexander Graham Bell Museum, but he's got Tourette's.
Shit!
This thing's a fuck the whole way through it.
What's the
my God.
my favorite or the Tourette's guy when he gets on a plane?
Shane Gillis?
Yeah.
No, and he's walking through TSA security and he's just like, bum, 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 AK-47 in my back pocket. And then he gets on the plane and he's like, marry me, bitch, to the fucking stewardess. I'll buy you a car.
Just saying the most outlandish.
It's so Cleo.
Is he Irish?
Yes.
Okay, I'm like, this sounds ridiculous.
Oh, too funny.
Let's keep going. When I can't figure out what's wrong with the car and I start genuinely tweaking.
Me.
This is every time we're working on the Subaru, I swear.
This is me at the Explorer.
It's just like, I don't understand.
By the way, I caught Brian testing the anvil today.
Oh my
completely
God.
Completely like he was on the other side of the
Just
shop.
in his zone.
He just moved it. He had a hammer in his hand. He goes up like 5-6 taps with it. I'm just
You
watching.
gotta make sure
I'm
it's
watching
good.
You
like
have to make
50
sure
yards away. I'm like,
that the recoil is there.
It's just right.
I had a laugh to
It was-
myself, and then he starts
was so
walking
good.
this way. I'm laughing. I'm like, oh my god.
So I just rolled it into the other building so we could use it for straightening something. And I just like tap, 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 tap,
I
like
just
the
watched
perfect
it.
bounce.
I watched the whole
Yeah.
thing. I'm like,
You gotta have that because that's half your recoil
Yeah.
coming back
But then I
up.
like turn to come back into the other shop. I see him
It's just
I'm just chuckling.
he's just bent over laughing. I'm like, what? He's like, I heard you. I'm like, oh,
I
fuck.
watched the whole thing. I watched like the spark ignite when you did the first one. You're like, oh, I can do this more.
You gotta get that bounce. You gotta make sure it's right on top.
Yeah, oh, it was a good couple seconds there.
Let me get this one pulled up.
This is I don't know whose this is.
These are for me.
Now, is he going to be okay?
Oh, you bet. That suit that he's wearing
It's a guy in a dog suit, and there's a dog. It's a tack suit, whatever.
withstand 10,000 pounds of bite pressure, and Ginger's trained not to go for the face.
Let's do this then.
Don't know.
What the? Ginger, no!
Ginger had a gun.
Ginger just pulled a gun up and shot.
I
the
was
guy.
I was waiting for that dog to go straight for the dick and balls.
Yeah, he's trained not to go for the face.
Twig and berries.
Immediately just shoots him with a gun. I saw that. I'm like,
no.
fucking
God
okay.
damn it.
It's a classic.
funny.
Oh, who sent this?
Oh.
Let's.
Yeah, the guy who just literally just finished pooping.
Yes.
Yeah.
The caption is stomach, air quote, gurgle, gurgle, cramp. Me, ugh, okay, we'll go to the bathroom. Me, sits down. Okay, let her rip. Stomach, nervous. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of times here at work, I'm just like, oh fuck, here's the protein shake coming out in the morning. I walk to the bathroom like, all right, fucking back to work, I guess.
False alarm.
Just a warning shot.
I'm like, well, I'm already here. I'm taking 5 for myself, but still.
Yeah.
That's why I shit on company time.
I don't know why my memes are the ones that show up without the preview. Whatever. Fucking rude. All of these are for me then. I just had a heyday the other night. Let's see.
Apparently.
This is a guy in the McDonald's drive-through line.
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you?
Can I get a milkshake?
I'm sorry, we don't have any ice cream right now.
Do it again.
This reminds me of I wish you would leave. Just that awkward like
Sitting there. Oh.
Peter Griffin grabbing his knee.
Yeah. I was just on an absolute roll with the Dayquil the other day. I'm like, fuck it. I'm saving memes like crazy.
Did you see that, man?
No, that's a Benadryl
No,
thing.
I can agree to that. When I had COVID and I was zooted on Dayquil and NyQuil, that was when my shit posting was good.
What you do is you take a shot of Dayquil and a shot of NyQuil, and you let them
And they
battle
fight
it out
each other.
inside
Yes.
of you.
It's like I see my Facebook memories. I'm like, damn, why was I like so funny that on this week and this year? Oh, I had COVID.
You're like, damn, I was unhinged
I
that
was
day.
medicated.
you were on the deathbed ready to rip.
I was medicated.
This one takes a little bit of reading, but it's pretty good. The quote is things you should not say. It's a NBA game or whatever.
Their title 111 to 111.
Yeah.
Porter Jr. puts up the three. It's good.
Kevin Porter Jr., like his dad, pulled that trigger.
The quote what is that song? The quote says Porter Jr.'s father pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter in the shooting blank blank in 1993. Oh God. So if you listen to the announcer again.
Christ.
It's good.
Kevin Porter Jr., like his dad, pulled that trigger right at the right time.
Right at the right time.
As he sinks a three-point to win the game. Things you should not say. Just like
funny, but no.
Just like his dad pulled the trigger. I'm like,
This one's for you, Dad.
this next one is every political ad that happens all year long. This is how I feel about every single one of them.
Dogs say they won't poop on the rug, but then they do. Got anything to say for yourself, dogs? Or is your mouth too full of poop? Cats. Get a pet that knows where the bathroom is.
Yes!
Well, by Cats for better tomorrow.
It's
Yes.
Wow.
dogs. They
Correct.
say they won't poop, and then they do. Just fucking
Yeah.
nonsense.
Like rabbits, they poop in their box. They know where
But-
their bathroom is.
which is crazy. And
Yeah.
then dogs are just like, fuck it, we ball. This one reminds me of Marcus.
Oh fuck.
If you'd like to read the caption.
When you find the engineer that designed your piece of shit car you're working
I'm
on.
gonna make you fucking bend over, and I'm gonna reach up your ass into your pocket and get the keys to your house. And then I'm gonna drive there, come in your front fucking door, and kill you in your sleep.
Sounds like what your dad would say.
Every time we work on the Subaru, Marcus is like, I'm gonna take this to the plant in Indiana, and I'm gonna
bitch slap a motherfucker.
I'm gonna find the engineer
What's
that built this thing.
What's the famous quote your dad said?
We don't say it as much anymore. It's lost its charm.
He doesn't want to say it on the podcast. He says it too
In
much.
the, in the
person.
wise words of my dad, why don't you just bend me over and fist fuck me? Y'all happy about that?
He's really a man with a way of words. He knows what he wants to say. Damn it!
It's the way he said it.
I think this is. I don't remember. Oh, is this from you, Marcus? I don't know what.
Andy, this one's for you.
I think this
you'll,
is gonna
you'll
be.
have to zoom in on this a little
I think it's
bit.
gonna be loud, so just be ready to. Okay. Can I see your CDL?
Thinking.
This a farm truck, officer. I'm not heavy, I promise. Officer, I thought you said 250 miles from home. I'm firm exempt, officer. Logbook? Officer, I don't haul logs.
That's good.
I saw that today and I was like, oh, this one's for Andy.
I may or may not have done some very not
farm exempt goes
awful
crazy.
shit.
Us in the airport at the Washington trip. So what's this registered for, Michael? Farm use.
Yeah. Everything's registered farm use.
Oh,
if you
shit.
can, it is.
Yep.
Well, here's the one that Andy shared. This one's just someone committing theft, I think. I
Yeah,
don't.
inside of a Whole Foods.
No, that's fine.
It's like a 40-second clip. Oh,
So he walks
gotta mute
up.
the audio.
Oh, okay.
Because it's definitely a song.
Yeah.
We can play
So
it
he
for
comes
10
up,
seconds.
he steals a brand new tumbler off the shelf, walks up to the alcohol cabinet, steals a carabiner, hooks the tumbler
Oh my God.
and carabiner onto the cage, opens up a bottle
Of
gets
Hennessy.
gets the cap off, like through the cage, pours it out into the cup that's now attached to the cage. Walks over to the freezer area, buys an apple juice, goes
Warms it up.
goes to the
Ew.
fucking microwave and warms it up.
What the fuck?
Pours it in his now half full of Hennessy and half of
hey,
apple juice cup.
Oh, no, he
walks
got-
over.
he
and
got a stick of
garnishes
cinnamon.
the drink.
Drops cinnamon stick and some cheese and just walks
Just
the
walks
fuck
out with the fucking cup.
This is not a meme. He's just
It's
committing.
literal just
He's just stealing.
at Whole Foods.
He's just
Yeah,
stealing
fuck
from a Whole
Foods,
Foods.
though. Fuck that
Owned by
store.
Amazon.
I had to fucking.
Aren't they
laugh.
owned by Amazon?
Yeah.
They are now.
Like, yeah, that's not a meme. That's just theft. What do you mean?
Hey, I've been told they have good ice cream there though. Like
Fuck
you can go in
Ice
there
cream you
and
can
get
get
fresh ice cream.
anywhere. I don't understand.
Yeah, but that one's from
People are
fucking
like,
Daddy Bezos.
Like, no, we got to drive 3 hours to go to a Cold Stone. It's the best. I'm like, bro, I can go to Dollar General and be back in bed in 10 minutes. I'm not doing
taste freeze.
I'm not
Cold,
doing
Cold
this shit.
Stone does kind of go hard some
Fuck
days.
it
I've
does.
never had
Some
it, nor do I
days.
care. I'd rather, if I'm getting exotic ice cream, I want fucking Dippin' Dots or my grandparents' homemade ice
Nah,
cream.
you're
That's
smoking.
it.
You're smoking crack. We go to the Mexican place, get
Smoking
fried
big
ice cream.
doinks.
Never
That
had
shit
it.
bops.
What?
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's
Right.
mid.
I'm not a huge like sweets guy. I do like ice cream, but not all that often.
Here's the last one of the day. This is actually a custom make by me because I saw the clip and I'm like, I got to use this audio for something.
When the new guy starts giving you wheeling tips.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what?
You
more
ain't
than
got.
me? Come on, chill out.
You
bro.
ain't got the
Kanye,
answers. You
relax.
ain't got the
Bro,
answers.
I'm asking you.
You ain't.
Just screaming.
I
at
know
him.
what
Kanye.
show
that was
he was
Kanye,
on.
Shade 45, baby.
Yeah, Caitlin and I used to listen to that every fucking morning. It's so good.
Like
It is.
every time it's like when the new guy catches the first fish. I know more than you. I've been doing like every single clip of it. I'm like, yeah, this works with a lot of shit. So
What's
like,
the last one?
that was the last
Oh,
one.
that one. Okay. Oh yeah. I got you.
That was the last one. But it's like anything. It's like when the new guy starts telling you how to do stuff at work. It's like, I've been doing this more than you.
See, I could
Me
use
when
that
our-
meme too, but that new person got a manager title before me.
And you've been doing this more than that.
I have fucking
Me to my entire
6
IT
years,
group.
5 years, and 11 months too long.
Kanye, calm down. I've been doing this. Fuck. Fuck, that's a good way to kill 15 minutes, I suppose.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
If we're not funny, fucking oh well.
We're
Shade
just
45, if you're listening to this, put our podcast on XM.
No. I can't wait to get hate mail across the whole country. I'm just going to gloss right the fuck over that.
I wanted to let him marinate.
I'm just going to let that keep going. Shade 45, don't listen to that section. Holy fuck. If people on the platforms that's already on listen to it, then maybe. But I've seen the numbers. They're not good.
When was the last time you checked
Marketing.
the Apple?
It comes all in through Spotify, and those numbers aren't great.
Oh.
Trust.
Spotify's numbers, like they look at every platforms.
Our
Or-
distribution is
Is
through
through
Spotify's
Spotify.
platform Anchor, who uses it's
okay.
all the same thing now.
Gotcha.
So it's got impressions from Spotify, impressions through others, and it's like
Gotcha.
90% of it's either Spotify or YouTube.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it's like, there's a couple here and there. But
Thanks,
I
Mom.
see, I
Thanks,
see.
Joanne. Thanks, Greg and Julie.
that's it. That's the listening base.
And myself.
I can't believe you listen to this shit.
Tuesday
Scott.
mornings when
Shout
I'm
out
getting ready
Scott.
for work.
I got better things to do than listen to this cancer. I may black it out and not pay attention to anything.
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
that's
say,
what I do. I
but
just have it for background noise.
fair,
And then I laugh at my own jokes.
while you're playing Minecraft at work. Come
Yep.
on. Yeah.
Oh, I've got so much shit done on that game so far.
Yeah, you're like, why don't you guys ever play? It's like, because we don't play during the day.
You guys don't play at night either.
Because we've had all day. He can't.
Well,
yeah.
Andy can't. Andy has a valid excuse.
Andy needs a new computer.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's my internet just hating
It's
it.
not.
No,
It's
it's
definitely your
not your
computer.
internet because
Not the
I check
internet,
your
I would-
internet every now and again on the back end
Well, all right.
when I'm
Can't
bored
keep
and
getting away
saying,
with this.
I'm with Jason.
Well, it didn't.
Jason
well,
check
when
it.
I went onto the server, it didn't like the fact that Nick sent a link to the.
Yeah, that's because the
Shit.
router that they have is not the best.
Erios.
Say, yeah.
Well, I'm
I
assuming
would
it's
say
my
your router.
Yeah.
not
Oh
your
yeah.
internet.
Well, yeah. Exactly. That's what I
called
meant.
it.
It's just kind of the comes with it, I guess. I just pay for it all. I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
It's not your internet.
Shit's
It's your
fucked.
computer, because it kicks you out of
Yeah.
every game.
Yeah.
It's my provider's fucking.
But still,
Router. Yeah.
Router.
I'm assuming.
fucking better
just,
be.
just get a different one.
Just build a new computer.
The one that I
like I'm
have
doing.
is like really cheap now.
Well, he has to be careful because he needs a fiber inlet.
True.
They're not hard to
Well-
get anymore.
No, there's a converter.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
is
it's a
there?
converter. Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't know what it's
Oh
called.
yeah, Doy.
I don't spend a lot of time in
Yeah.
Andy's basement. I can't help you guys there. I'll be
I only
honest.
saw it because I went down there when I checked Blue last to see if she shit down there.
Ah, fair enough.
She did.
Hell yeah.
She did.
Pooped.
Andy hasn't cleaned that up yet.
When was this?
When were you?
Like a while ago.
Jan-
Yeah.
yeah, like a long time ago.
Yeah. Hangover run probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You've
No,
checked
that
on
I
her
understand.
since then, though. It wasn't any of those other times?
No, not since
Okay.
then, no.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Like,
Wait
I don't
a
think
minute.
so.
No,
I
I
have not seen.
I was
not found
sitting
it.
in your living room with her, and I'm like, damn, something like smells.
Yeah.
It stinks.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
girl.
But like your
I don't
house was
blame
clean,
her.
so it's like
Yeah.
it can't be up here.
Yeah.
She
I don't
doesn't,
blame
she doesn't
her.
love doing stairs unless she got to poop.
Yeah, which I'm okay with. When she does it on the night, like the painted concrete floor in the basement, I'm like,
Thank
yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, like okay, you're doing it. There.
It's an L, but it's an easy L.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Get her a litter box. She can just go and get one of the auto ones. She just gets stuck in
Teach
there.
her how to use the shitter.
She like steps in, gets stuck, starts shaking it around. It's just litter and shit everywhere.
Shit litter.
You just set up a little, ring camera watching it. You're like, I know this isn't gonna
I'm
go
watching
well.
my dog go in a shit covered blender. Fuck.
It'd be so funny though. Submit that to America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yes.
Poor Blue.
God.
Don't say poor Blue. She's got a great life. She just sleeps and murders toys all day. What do you
Correct.
mean?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Oh my god.
We did go on a walk in the rain the other day. That was cool.
Yeah, how was that?
Fucking, it sucked. We do a decent little walk, which I actually have the picture up of the.
So you
of
sent a
the
couple
map.
of pictures of stuff. Which one do you want?
The map one to the right.
map,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
So to the right.
Do you want me to zoom
like
in
where the-
about like here?
Yeah, like to the right of your mouse.
Okay, over here.
Yeah, that's the boat launch. Like just to the right.
Okay.
More right.
Well,
that's
this
the boat
guy,
launch.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So that's where we start.
Over
Holy
here.
shit.
Yeah. Well, this is when I walk by myself because Blue could only make it to right where the R in Vermilion River is.
About here.
Yeah, that's where the pump house is from the old quarry.
got a carrier.
Yeah.
No, like she made it there, and I'm like, well, the trail got like really muddy and shit, and I'm like, we've already walked a good ways. I feel like we need to go back to the car before she's like in miserable pain and won't put weight on her leg for 2 days.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, yeah, like let's just go back to the car. She was actually really good. I gave her 1 arthritis pill that night, and she's been good ever since. So.
Awesome.
But I'm like, I'm equally broke and bored today, and I've played about every single game I have in existence.
And this was what, yesterday?
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what I can do? Go on a hike and find out where the rest of this trail goes. So I did like basically double the distance because I like where my little ping is, the blue mark there.
Right. Yeah.
There's a house there, and I went to like
right
where,
here.
like all like there's no trees there. It's just grass.
This whole clearing, yeah.
Yeah, and I went up to like the start of the driveway because there's a little sign there. I'm like, I wonder what that little sign says. It was a speed limit 10-mile-an-hour sign. I'm like, that's weird. I figured it'd be like a house number or
like a no trespassing sign or
not
something.
a single no trespassing sign in sight. I'm like, okay, cool.
Trespassing's legal. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, the city owns like all that, all the way up to the boat launch and shit. So I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like, I'll just take a little walk.
Go for a little wander in the river.
Yeah. Ran into one of my neighbors who's hiking with his dog. I was like bullshitted with him for like 15 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah, cool.
Did
Turns
you go
out
in the pump house or no?
it's like 15 feet in the air, so I couldn't get up to it. But
fair.
yeah, I walked over
to the old concrete plant.
Fucking white men can't jump, I guess. Fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. I did. There was a ton of like old washers and like water heaters and scrap steel, like.
Hey,
junk,
Nick, you know where
rusted
you
out
can
steel
drop
and
yours
stuff.
off now.
I scrapped mine for $10.
Hell
That's
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It doesn't weigh anything.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
You
I mean,
should have
it
filled it up
does,
with
but-
water.
Or concrete.
Doesn't weigh anything. It rusted the shit.
Yeah, it's not worth anything to anybody. So
Fair enough.
Turn it into a rocket like Mythbusters and fucking send that thing.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have held up to the
No,
pressure.
it would not have.
No.
Would have been sick though.
The bottom half was already about to come off anyway. So.
About to come.
New house goofing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
So did you order an on demand like we told you to?
No, they're expensive.
Yeah, but they're so efficient.
Yeah. So
My
what did you
water
do?
Yeah.
Nick's
Oh.
water heater broke. What day would this have been? Sunday, Monday.
Monday?
It's over the
Sunday.
weekend.
So yeah.
No.
Yeah, Sunday.
That sounds right.
We were playing Rocket League.
Was that Sunday?
Caitlin got done with
Had
the
to have been,
shower
yeah.
shortly after, and she went down to change the laundry, and she came up, and I saw her just looking at me while we were playing, and then she didn't say
Because she
anything
had
till-
something to say. She's like, oh,
Yeah. And
like
she-
he's gonna be having a good day with the boys, playing video games. Like, oh, I get to break his little heart.
Yeah, and then she said, "You need to come downstairs when you're done." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "I gotta show you something."
And we were,
Sad.
of course, all of us are like, ooh.
Yeah. It's like, nope, just big.
Comes
puddle
back,
on the
he's
floor.
like, no, it's not good. Like,
Yeah.
Well, you texted in the group chat. You were like, "My water heater's fucked."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Did you check the pilot light?" Yes. Was it gas or electric? Gas. I said, "Okay, is there like a control panel on there somewhere?" He goes, and you just text back, "Nah, it's fucking leaking out the bottom." And I was like,
there's just water.
"Oh,
You're like, oh, that's not the same.
well."
And then that next day, the Monday, I took a shower in the morning before work, and I just went down there to check on it, and it was a lot worse.
Hell
It got worse in a span of 12 hours. I'm
Let's
like,
go.
oh, fuck, I'm getting in one today, I guess.
Fucking cold shower, baby.
So, I could have sent a picture of the nice truck I got to borrow. Shout out, Dad.
Hell yeah. Fucking.
I don't know if you're gonna be like
EcoBoost.
Menards, like you rented the green Menards truck that sits in the parking lot. I'm like, hell yeah.
Rent this motherfucking $19.95 a day.
Hell yeah.
Took the 2021 F-150, the Menards, loaded that fucker up, put it in tow haul mode because we're doing real big boy truck things.
Absolutely.
I immediately took it off after it shifted our first few. It's just like,
It
shouldn't be shifting this hard.
Yeah, they shift firm.
They do. Yeah, it doesn't do that goofy
That
shifting
2-3
shit.
goofy shift
yeah.
like mine.
No, it's smooth.
Well,
I tried confusing the fuck out of it too, and it wouldn't.
That's what 3 more years of transmission development does.
Fair.
Correct.
Basically, this one, more or less.
XL,
it's not
XLT was
I'm gonna
some
commit
sort of
crimes.
package.
Open
It-
tab,
it-
please.
Whatever packages my dad got with it, it's a poor man's lariat, really.
Basically, that. Yeah, it is shockingly loaded for an XLT.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I am impressed with how much comes in it.
Yeah.
You know, roughly this truck. It's
Well,
not this, but
And
still.
I found out that his has like the smart lock, I think they're called. Like
Smart
other
lock?
manufacturers have it, where you walk up to the car and it'll just unlock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, mine have them on the door
Cool.
handle, so you can walk up and just click, and it'll Like the outside of the handle locks, the inside of the handle unlocks on mine. I love that. It's literally my favorite thing.
It's
the key never leaves my pocket because it's keyless. You just walk up, just like click, click, super easy.
Sometimes it doesn't do it on the first, like on my truck, it doesn't do it the first time. So I gotta like
because you've
double
only got
click like quickly like double grab
you've
it.
only got
and
the
it
one
works.
sensor on the outside.
Yeah.
So it has to decide whether you want to lock or unlock. So it has to think about it.
Yeah.
Where on this truck, like on my truck, if I'm washing it like manually, it'll start like lock, unlock, because it's hitting the sensors.
I'll say it has freaked out sometimes too. Like my headlights will be on all of a sudden. I'm like, oh yeah, I sprayed the door handle.
I always like lock it and then move the key to like the house, so it's
Yeah.
like far enough away it won't activate on and off and on and off all the time. It's gonna just be like washing it and all of a sudden just like flashing. I'm like, it's gonna get angry.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, speaking of new cool stuff, since we're already talking about it, do you want to talk about whatever this Jeep thing is?
Sure, yeah.
You're talking about? Give us some
so
sort of information.
I read a little bit about it.
I saw that.
You can't read. Shut up.
Wait, you're not fucking illiterate?
Who's illiterate?
Kid named Literate.
This sucks.
So I saw a little video on it. Thought it was a cool concept. Not sure if they'll do it. If any car brand is to build this, it would be Mopar, Chrysler,
It would
Fiat,
so not
whatever
be
the fuck
them.
it is. This is
so
going to be a
lame.
$150,000 vehicle. I almost guarantee it because
easily.
I'm pretty sure the 392, the V8 standard Wrangler with a V8 is like
It's like
in the 80s or
something.
90s.
Yeah, they're fucking
So
expensive.
this is unveiled at the annual Easter Jeep Safari in Moab, Utah. This is a Jeep.
Jeep what?
Jeep Wrangler Low Down.
Yeah, low down is what they're calling it for some reason. When you said low down, I'm like, oh, he has the low down on the new Wrangler? I'm like, why is he using cool lingo?
Yes.
I'm like, what
No,
the
so the
That
Jeep
makes
Wrangler Low
sense.
Down, it's technically factory ride height.
Gay.
Sitting on a Dana 60 front axle, I believe Dana 60 rear as well.
Okay, so this is just a concept.
Yes, it is a concept.
Okay, so they're never going to make it.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know.
There's a 0% chance. If it's on a Dana 60, they'll never do it.
Yeah, so Dana 60 front and rear, 42-inch tires on 20-inch bead locks.
Holy shit.
With the 392 V8 option engine as well.
You know how I know they won't do it? Because this would be sick.
Yeah, and it would just sell it would be $150,000, but every stupid rich person would buy one. Yeah, and then in 50 years they would maybe be down to like 20 or 30 grand.
Because all the losers would be like, they're TRX killers. It's like, nope.
Yeah,
they're
no.
really just not.
No, it's just a V8. It's low center of gravity is what they went for.
Because
it's a TRX that will
with a
kill
V8
you.
and 42s.
Yeah. Because anybody who would want this is either smart enough to build it themselves off a base model and save 60
or
grand,
already bought a TRX.
or already bought something else. They either bought a Rubicon and just wheel that, because a 44 in a Rubicon is honestly shockingly strong.
Yes.
Like, I've seen people be rather hard on them. Or God forbid, if you want to swap a Dana 60, they make every single piece. You can buy a kit that bolts
and if
in.
you're rich enough to buy a brand new
brand
JL
new
Wrangler,
392.
you're rich enough to just give it to a shop and be like, weld the truss on, bolt it together, give it back to me, and I'm gone.
Like, you're telling me for 15 grand you'll make this thing like this? Fucking okay,
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Add it to the fucking sale bill, whatever.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
it be sick? Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll say shocking amount of like articles written on it, a couple videos and stuff. I read up on it a little bit. I'm like, okay, like this does make sense for them to do, especially with their like Fiat's doing their last hoorah of V8s and all the crazy shits, and hence the TRX. All the Hellcats are officially
Hellcat
dead.
fucking what is it, 180 or whatever? Their craziest ethanol burning fucking 1,000 horsepower one.
Yeah. Hellcats are officially like not in production anymore. All the other shit, like this is their last hoorah of the next couple of years of like the big nasty.
They're
not fuel
hot.
efficient shit.
Yeah, they're getting rid of their tax credits right now because they're expired.
Yeah, they're EPA credits. So yeah.
I mean, it would be super sick if they did something like this. What the fuck is even that dash?
Yeah, custom interior. I don't like it at all.
That looks
I
awful.
like it.
This looks terrible.
I
What
like
the fuck
like
is
the
this?
red. If they would have just put a fucking Jeep, like it's off center. I don't like it.
If this was like, I don't know, like carbon fiber or matte black, it'd look okay.
Or just a small Jeep logo.
But
Like the regular Rubicon dash does look really nice.
I
this
just like
is
the
a little.
design of
This
it.
doesn't. This
Yeah.
looks like this is just killing me. This bright red. Fucking
Like I said, the Rubicon dash is way better because it also has a full size infotainment center.
And please stop putting fucking buttons on the bottom of the seats.
Yeah, that's kind
that
of
cannot be comfortable. I don't care.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
It's gonna hurt.
Probably
my
got
eyes.
air conditioned seats. You won't even notice it. You're about to be frozen.
Well, I'm sure it does, but I don't care. Don't do it. I'm gonna take the doors
Stop.
off. Fuck it.
Get some help.
Get some.
It does
help.
have like shaved rear door handles. It is a 4-door. It's just shaved rear
It's
door
got a B
handles.
pillar
and, like-
or a C pillar chop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because that's a really common thing is when
That's
you put
cool.
a real cage, you cut the back pillars off because you already have a cage. You don't need pillars.
Yeah, correct.
You put cut the pillar and cap it.
Custom bikini top. Shaved door handles.
OG
just kinda-
old Jeep badge. I like that actually. The bumper's weird, but
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that's a factory bumper they just notched the shit out of, but it looks. I mean, it looks okay.
Almost looks like a weird 3D render that you see on Facebook.
It looks like some
Kinda,
AI
yeah.
generated boomer posting.
Yeah.
I mean, this is all real. There's a shit ton of pictures. The other article I clicked on, like I couldn't find any wording or reading and shit. It was just all the pictures. I'm like, okay, like I would like some info and like.
I mean, it looks sick.
I'm supposed to be talking about this. Yeah, clear hood. The giant air holes in the hood. I don't really understand, but
Like
Can you click on that picture?
I can. I don't know what it's gonna do to the screen.
Oh, okay, not terrible.
It didn't.
Oh, what the
Wow.
fuck?
Yeah, it's cool to see, but like at the same time, it's like, well,
Isn't
I
it
really
kinda
hope you do.
Pointless?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because the air intake clearly goes over here.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't. They're just for looks.
Just gonna
Again,
get the top of your engine fucking
$150,000.
dirty.
But again, it's a top.
Yeah.
It's a concept thing.
Yeah,
It's just
There might be like a small window in the hood if they ever do it, which I just kind of doubt they will.
Can't imagine they would.
Yeah, considering there wasn't a lot of hype behind this. Like I only saw the one video and then I looked into it.
And the fact is, they're
So-
already selling. It's not like Wranglers are down in production. Like
exactly.
other than Broncos taking up a small market share, they're still selling like crazy.
Yeah. The 392 Wranglers that are $90,000 brand new.
Hold
There
on.
is a
Jeep
like-
people are gonna go crazy for this. Rocket fuel only. This is the type of shit that Jeep people go fucking nuts for.
Yeah, you're
Like,
right.
billet
All it needs
aluminum
is a
cap.
duck.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there's got to be ducks.
Oh,
built
they'll
into
have a
it.
duck holder, I'm sure.
100%. Like the dash is gonna start getting molded for like duck spots.
Yeah. God,
like a
probably.
fucking like one of the early like Warhammer games where they click into place or something.
Hell yeah.
It reminds me of the fucking the like Jeep like Wildcat or whatever. It was the green one of
Yes.
these.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of that because I remember that concept. It was on all the Horizon games and stuff.
Yeah, I had one in Horizon
a while ago. Yeah.
It was a good car I had in Horizon. I made a
Yeah,
really cool
that
build.
one.
Yeah, this thing. It's probably the same people that built it, honestly.
Yeah.
Or
Looks
Trailcat.
the
but-
exact fucking same.
No, this is a 2-door.
Yeah.
See, there's
Way
less
different.
doors.
It's also a JK, not a JL.
Yeah.
It's one model year old.
So just kidding.
He's like, I don't know what the fuck any of that means, but it's got the same kind of like fucking look
08 to
it.
12 or 08 to I don't even know. 08 to 16, I think.
This thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that
Yeah,
is.
that's
but, like,
that's the Horizon. Yeah,
that's the Horizon
Forza.com, yeah.
thing. But like that, this, like it's the same design
Granted,
style. It looks
42s and
good.
20s as opposed to those were maybe 40s and 17s.
Yeah.
Or whatever they
Hey,
were.
times are changing.
Like 42s are, that's neat. Like,
40s and tons, baby.
42s are the new 40s, which is crazy.
Yeah, I hate that.
Fuck these seats. Everything about these little
Yeah, I
dots in
just
the
don't like them
seats.
at all.
It's just, it looks
They gotta be
terrible.
uncomfortable.
It has to be. They look terrible. I hate it.
It's gonna hurt my ass.
Hate it. But it looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
Fucking Jeep people will do anything other than make a good car.
It's no 01 Explorer, but it's cool.
Hey,
There's
I
not
tried
many
to sell
things-
you one, but somebody had to pay for a water
I had
heater.
to get a water heater, buddy.
There's-
Otherwise,
there's
hell
not
yeah.
many-
You can take a cash advance on your credit card out.
I
and
don't
get
do that
$300.
shit.
Come
No.
on, why not?
Because I like my 800 score.
But you can own a fucking Explorer. I will.
I'm not going in debt for a fucking 20-year-old Explorer.
This is why you won't make it.
Do it.
$300. You could have been the proud owner of a.
He said 200 without a new battery. He takes
This
the
is
battery.
true. Yeah,
200
this
bucks.
is true.
Come on.
Come on,
You
Nick.
get your money out of that and scrap.
You could have got him to 100 and he takes the doors too. I mean, come on. We just slowly start partying it out in his yard till
Yeah.
it's free. What if you kept the doors? How about the hatch?
And
What about the
judging
wheels?
judging by the front end, it's the 4-liter, and no.
You just have to convince
an
Andy
01,
to
it'd
give
be
the
a-
guy 100 hand
It'd
jobs.
be the
and
single
you're good to
overhead
go.
cam, but they're still shit.
If it was an overhead valve, I'd say you're fine. They're
Yeah.
bulletproof. But yeah,
Luckily, you're
overhead-
not going
was-
to daily drive this. You're just going to.
You don't know that.
Out of it. Well,
The 01s is when they got rid of the overhead valve.
junk.
Yep.
Overhead valve supremacy. Fuck
I
overhead.
did find a 99 with a V8. It was an Eddie Bauer, so I'd feel bad
Real
making that
shit?
an off-road rig,
oh,
though.
who gives a shit?
Bro, come
Dude,
in
it was in
to-
really
good
it's
shape.
30-year-old leather. No one cares about it. I promise
25.
you.
There was no rust on any part of the car.
That's
though.
the perfect thing to start
fine.
with.
Yeah,
then.
exactly.
What are you, crazy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anytime that we are welding on it and we don't have rust falling on our eyes, I'll cuss at you way less.
I would buy a Celine Explorer for the right price to chop it
yes.
up. Are you kidding me?
Oh, don't you dare.
I would do it. You know how good the
I'll go splitsies.
You know how good that bumper look all cut up?
I just want to see Nick sweating bullets as we cut this fucking thing in half.
Yeah. An Explorer. These
so
fucking, they're just
P8.
so sick.
Yep.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
There's a bunch of people in the Explorer group I'm in that bought a few of them.
What if they sold one to me and I cut it up?
Ugh.
Like, cut it right from the fog light up to here, roll this way up.
Oh,
come on.
hell yeah.
Chop the shit out. It's already lowered, so I can just put bigger tires and then flip the springs. I mean, come on.
I wish the fog lights on mine looked that cool.
If you bought this bumper, you
yeah,
can
those,
do it.
those sick incandescent bulbs. Hell yeah.
This is like 5 watt or 300 watt bulbs that put out 5 watts of light.
Yeah.
They literally probably heat the bumper up from how much power they draw.
Absolutely.
Oh, most likely.
But it's got the spoiler. With little fucking louvers. I mean, it's so sick.
It is. It is.
Speaking of so sick, did you see that Horizon 5 is getting the 03 Cobra now?
I did see that.
figured-
The Terminator group on
They're
Facebook has
going
been
nuts.
fucking just unbelievably.
And everybody's like,
oh my God, it's about time.
but they've already got the SVTR, and everyone's like, shut up.
I saw somebody
It's not
had
the
a
same.
somebody's like, I have a mod menu for Horizon 5, and I was able to get the Cobra early. And I was like, you bitch! It's coming like in a week or
son
so,
of a
something
bitch.
like that. Yeah.
It's the same thing when they
that's
came out with the OBS Ford truck. I'm like, well, I got to
Oh,
play
yeah,
for a
it's-
week.
yeah, exactly.
I'm like, this is. I have one. I have to do it.
Yeah.
I made an awesome build with my Forza.
Yeah, you did the fucking roof rack, all the shit on it.
Roof
and all
rack.
that.
I put a 6.7 in there
Because you could just swap.
Oh,
the
yeah,
power
yeah,
stroke
yeah.
in. It's
What was my
actually-
F3?
It was a
my,
good little truck.
My little Border Patrol F350.
Yeah, fucking Bortac agent, fucking goofy as shit.
Oh yeah, I got a Border Patrol F450.
Yeah. So supposedly the Terminator engine noise that's coming into Forza is just the 5.0 Coyote noise, like tweaked a little bit apparently.
Yeah.
That's what the guy said.
I
at
mean, the
least, so.
engine's basically the same
Yeah, they're-
engine.
yeah.
They're both dual overhead cam.
Yeah.
Between 4.6 and 5 liters. They're almost the same engine.
It'd be awesome if they actually like went in and did like a custom supercharger sound of a Kenny Bell.
They just take the supercharger volume, just crank it.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere it goes.
Hold on, let me mix it up.
Yeah, bass boosted. Yeah. There you go.
Did that do anything?
No.
Oh, okay, I'm like, you moved a slider.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I saw you do a slider. I'm like, maybe the audience
I can play with.
you're gonna
all
put
of
in. You're gonna put in
these.
so much fucking reverb and hiss. It's just 'cause
I
one
can
of those
start-
is connected. It's just
start turning knobs.
please
and-
don't.
No.
It's so over. He just
Oh,
crashed the
Lord.
computer or something.
Speaking of computers, why is there one on your coffee table?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm building another
Wow, what a-
computer.
what a great segue.
I'm glad I segued into that.
Hell yeah! I didn't even think about that. I was talking to Nick about it earlier because I had him check out the case.
Yeah.
Is it the other one that Nick was going to buy, or the one,
No.
the one that you suggested? Maybe.
I thought it was at first. I was trying to feel around the front for like that logo.
Oh, I'm gonna have to fucking figure out what the name of this thing is on
Oh,
my
I
own.
remember.
Do you remember what it is?
Yeah, it was
it's like
a-
an IM01 or something.
Yeah, it was a
Oh, I
Sigma-
did it.
Yep.
I actually remember. My memory does stay winning. So I looked for probably a week straight at every single small-ish form factor case that will fit a full-size GPU. Because Andy gave me his 1080 a couple of weeks ago.
Turns out it's
payment
totally
for-
fine.
Since then, well, it's payment for like fixing all of his bullshit all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime he's like, "Hey, I need this welded,
I owe you
please."
more. At some point, you'll get payment.
One
for
of
that. I
these
don't know, man.
days, but he gave me his 1080, which is a full size triple fan card. So I'm like, well, I need to see if it works first. So I tested it put it in my computer and tested it on a bunch of shit, and it works amazing. I had literally zero issues with it.
Shit,
Yeah.
round pipe.
Which makes sense because I put a 3070 Ti in my computer, and now
It didn't fix
doesn't
it.
work.
I actually
ever.
Not happy.
Do I still have the numbers I tested that with? Because I actually tested it and did like some numbers to see what's what, and I probably didn't. I probably deleted them. Fuck. Okay, well.
Damn.
Recently deleted folder? Question mark.
Oh no, 1080 test. There it is. Okay. So
On
I did-
benchmark or what?
no, on like a couple different games, like just to see what they
okay,
did.
yeah.
Beat Saber, which is a VR game, it plays pretty good with small stutters, which I'm fine with. Range is Hot is another VR game. It's a 3-gun simulator. It played pretty good. Beam NG, which is a physics sim, crashing everything.
Yeah.
It would average about 90 to 100 FPS at 1440p at medium settings. I'm pretty satisfied with that. The weird thing happens if there's a lot of smoke on the screen. If you're like sitting doing a donut or something, a lot of smoke, the frames would drop to like 60. Just a weird thing with like, apparently it's like a DirectX 11 bug. When there's smoke, it just fucking kills the frame rates. Because I did a performance test, benchmark test. And on one of the tests, there's like little islands, and some of them are on fire, some of them aren't. it would run at like 230 and go to those islands and go down to like 6. It
Yeah.
would just completely like slow it way down. So apparently that's a weird bug that just has always
It
been
must
the
be
way
a physics thing with how they generate different clouds and smoke.
because
and
they're
stuff.
actively generating
Yeah.
all the smoke and stuff. So it was a weird, like, I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Like, maybe that's a problem. I tested it more. I'm like, it's just the way it is.
Right.
Counter-Strike 2, I was getting between 130 and 150 at high settings, which is when I was playing with you the one day. Because I was on there testing it, and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, no, I'm just playing around.
Yeah, I was
He's
like,
let's play some games.
Brian's
Fuck it."
actively on CS2? Weird. All right.
I like genuinely enjoy playing that game. I just never go out of my way to start playing. 'Cause I'm like,
understandable.
all of a sudden, it'll be like 4 hours later, and I'm sweating. Right?
Yeah,
I'm like,
it happens.
So we played that for a couple hours. It went fine. Overwatch 2, I was getting between 120 140 on high settings.
Not
Of course,
bad,
it's
not
all at
bad.
1440. If I jump down to 1080, I'll like go up another.
Oh, yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, fuck.
I did play that without issue.
I was, well, you're at 1080. I'm at 1440.
Okay, fair.
So I've tried it at 1440.
Mm-hmm.
On ultra settings, I would
Oh.
get 30 FPS
Yeah,
with
okay.
a horrible input lag.
Yeah.
I'm talking like half a second. Like you
Yeah.
click and it's like,
Ooh.
it was still getting 30 FPS. It was just really unplayable.
Love that.
I bumped down to medium. We got about 40. Took care of the input delay lag. I'm like, that's shockingly playable. And about 50 FPS on low. Like, for a game that's that intensive on 1440, like, I was shocked at how
For
good
a card that's that
for
fucking old.
a 1080 that came out fucking years
Say it's-
ago.
That's 8 years old now.
No, it's
More than that. We were in high school and still talking about how
in high
fucking
school, yeah.
kick
We've looked
ass
this up
they were.
before.
I've looked it up before, but 2016. So that is,
yeah.
8 years old at this point.
I got my 2070 when I was in college.
Yeah. Crazy. So yeah, an 8-year-old card will run a modern day, well built, like extremely hard game, well enough you could play it.
Yeah.
Would there be times it would stutter really
Oh, I'm
bad and
sure.
get weird? Probably,
Right.
but I was shockingly
It's an 8-year-old graphics card
it
that we are now 4 generations above.
yeah, and it's like, and it wasn't even the top of the line because it's not a TI,
Yeah.
still or
Right.
Ti or whatever the fuck
Whatever
people
the
say,
fuck they want to call it.
whatever goofy shit. So I'm like, I tested the card. Everything works really good. I'm like, okay, I want to build a travel PC for my VR, specifically for that, but also just to travel with because my computer here, every single port on it is full.
Yeah.
Between running all of the studio in here, all of my peripherals. I was gonna say periphery, and I'm like, that's not it. That's
All my progressive metal.
Oh fuck! But between running like my speakers, my headset, this, that, like every port on that's full.
Yeah.
Like even with a USB hub, just in case I have to plug anything else in. So I'm like, well, I don't want to keep taking this places. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll just build another computer. So I got the case. It showed up way early. It was supposed to show up Monday. It showed up like 2 days ago. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. So the case I finally settled on is the IM01 case Sama IM01R.
Hell yeah.
It sounds extremely Chinese and extremely generic, but it was $55, and it fits an MATX motherboard.
Okay.
So I'm not stuck. So motherboards are scaled. ITX is your smallest. DTX is a size that nobody uses, but it's in between there.
Yep.
MATX is your micro ATX, and then ATX is your full size, and then EATX is even bigger, but nobody really supports that for most things.
ITX is what I have in my NAS.
Is it an
tiny.
ITX?
Yeah, it's ITX.
Okay, those
They're
are like
small.
8 by 8 inches. They're very small.
Yeah.
The problem is they're also small and expensive.
Yeah.
To find one, especially that isn't like, I want PCIe Gen 4, so I want new specs, but I don't want to pay $200 for a motherboard.
Well, I mean, you really have to think about when you're looking at that small motherboards. You're taking this big of a card and shrinking it.
Everything on there has to get. You have to sacrifice
have to small things down, and then your power runs aren't as big, and
your layouts aren't quite as clean,
Yes.
so stuff gets a little
Well,
complicated.
I mean, I had to make a lot of sacrifices with it. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can only do 3200 megahertz RAM.
Yep.
On DDR4 or DDR5?
DDR4.
Oof.
Yeah, if that was on 5, I'd be pissed.
Now that generation does support 5. That CPU I can put it in a 5 motherboard.
Yeah, but does your 12100 or 13100 support faster RAM?
It does.
Okay,
but
I
the
wasn't
motherboard's
sure.
limited to 32.
Yeah,
I even
because-
tried going in what's Intel call it? XMP or
Mm-hmm.
DOCP.
Intel is technically XMP.
Yeah, I tried going in XMP settings to try and like manually override it. It doesn't.
It just doesn't boot.
Yeah, it stops at 32.
Been there, done that.
Oh,
Yeah.
like I can't even go past like in the menu.
Yeah. Normally it's like it tries to boot and just fails.
Right.
It goes back to the BIOS.
And I do get Gen 4, but I only get one M.2 slot.
Yeah, but on an ITX, that's kind of all
Yeah.
unless they're mounted to the back, and then you're asking for a premium feature.
Yeah.
So I looked through pretty much every smallish case, trying to find like sub 20 liters, which is how they measure small cases, like without sacrificing and having to have a PCIe riser.
Yes.
So the graphics card plugs directly into the board, where on a lot of small cases, the graphics card's on one side, the motherboard's on the other, and they have a connector that wraps around to connect them. I didn't want that because it's going to get traveled a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of shaking, a lot of vibration.
Well, and plus, that's a lot of information that is designed but can be used on a cable, but it's designed to be direct connection.
As direct as possible.
And if you're going to be playing VR on there, you want the quickest fucking connections that you can, because there's a lot of calculations going on.
My normal PC has a riser.
Yeah.
It's a Gen 4 riser.
Yeah.
It works really good, but I bought it specifically because it was a really good reviewed Gen 4 riser.
Nice.
Like, that is a real problem. So I wanted one that would fit an M-ATX board in as small a case as possible, and I settled on this thing, which actually, like, for $55, it's shockingly nice. Like, I've said that about a couple other cases before, but, like, the side panels are all toolless removal.
Ooh.
They just pop out of the top with a detent,
Nice.
lift off. Every side's filtered.
Cool.
It comes with a fan that I'm definitely throwing away.
Well,
because
yeah,
it's going to
junk.
be that's one of the few reviews that are like the fan's loud, just replace it.
Mhm.
So I got a couple of Be Quiet fans to replace that and put one on the side panel, because the side panel's got a filtered intake as well. So I'll put one there. The power supply mounts inside of it in the front, so it's not in the back adding height to it, because I wanted to keep it relatively small. So I got that showed up early. I've already got everything else on order. It should show up Sunday, I think, is the plan. But of course, it's like I can't be simple about shit and buy cheap parts. So it's like, what do I buy to fill this thing? I'm like, well, I tested it with a 5600X, 16 gigs of RAM. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll copy all the same shit. So I've got a 5600X coming, a B550 board, 16 gigs of Corsair RAM. Like, it's basically almost spec for spec the same stuff I already have.
Yeah, just different GPU.
Yeah, the GPU's less. The RAM's, I think it's still 3600, so that's the same. The M.2 is a P3 Plus instead of a P5 Plus from Crucial, so it's like I lose a fucking % off that, but it's like nearly spec for spec, other than it's not liquid cooled like mine is. It's, like, it's nearly the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, fuck, it already works. It's already one generation old, so it's about as cheap as it's going to get.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And I don't feel like tearing apart mine to just take the CPU out, because the board won't fit in there, because I have a full-size ATX board
just
in
fucking
mine.
pointless.
Like, fuck it. It already works. I'm just going to copy the same shit, put it in there.
Yeah.
So are you just going to take your second monitor with you when you go places?
Yes. So Nick had asked me, he's like, well, what monitor are you going to take? Because I'll use this for LANs, or if I'm doing VR somewhere. Like, my parents want to use VR or whatever. My mom loves it. It's one of her favorite things.
Gotcha.
Wonder why.
But I'm like, whenever I bring it there, I'm using just the Quest on its own. And it's okay.
A pain in the ass.
It works good on its own, but it's like, it works okay, but I'm like, there's so much more. If you have a computer hooked up, it's definitely worth it.
Oh, I got you.
If you connect it to, PC VR or
Yes.
whatever, you can do so much more with so much better detail. I'm like, I have the GPU. I'm like, well, fuck it. I just need to do it just as like a little thought experiment, honestly. So in theory, sometime next week I'll have that finished.
Cool.
Is the idea. Should all be showing up.
Well,
Everything else to say about
speaking
that?
of things happening next week,
Ooh.
chickens.
No, you're not.
Chickens are coming in next week.
So next weekend we'll be eating chicken for dinner?
Oh my God, they're gonna be so small.
I mean,
We'll get
we're
chicken
not that
nuggets.
hungry. We'll eat before.
Little
Yeah.
babies.
No, we'll have some drinks, and these will be the appetizers.
Where do you
little
think the
chicken
nuggets
legs.
come from? Come
Y'all
on.
are fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna pay me my $97 back for 2.5 chicken nuggets?
Damn, I was like, I remember
That's
those
it?
fucking expensive nuggets.
They were, but yeah, we got chickens come in. I
What are those
stopped
things?
by the
Are they
my
Rhode
chickens.
Island Reds?
No,
No.
Barred Plymouth Rocks.
Plymouth Rock.
stopped into the post office because I tried to call and like leave my info.
Good fucking luck.
Yeah, that was an automated system. Couldn't get to talk
Have
to
you ever
anybody.
been to a post office? It fucking sucks.
Oh, look at the rooster.
Still mad at the post office. These fucking things.
Chimkin.
There you go. Talk about your chicken.
So ended up going to the post office at lunch and was like, hey, I have live animals. I have chickens, live animals coming in sometime next week. Here is my phone number. Call me and I'll be here within the hour. They're like, okay, cool. And then the lady's like, well, I won't be here next week, but I'll make sure somebody knows. And I was like,
love to hear that.
That's a
good
great
start.
I fucking hope so.
I'm sure you will, lady.
So, yeah, got
It's
them.
like when
coming
I
in.
went up to the city building this week. I'm like, hey, remember like 4 weeks ago I was asking about my easement that's through my yard and this, that. No one ever called me
They're
about
like,
that.
no.
So
They're like, no, we
can
have
I
no
get an
idea.
answer now? They're like, well, she's gone all week.
Yep, she's not in the office.
Awfully convenient.
She's the lady I was talking to. She's like, I'll try to find it. Like, I'll look. Like, I'll see if I can find anything about it. But yeah, I would expect something next week. I'm like, love to see
Sick.
that.
I'll be in next week.
Thank God I'm not in a rush.
What's her office hours?
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, tell me when she's here, please.
So, yeah, did that. Monday, when me, Joanne, and Jason got back from looking at the new canine vehicles in Chicago, we set my brooder box up and
Was
got
it
that
raining
already.
all day Monday? Was it raining up there?
It was raining here.
Okay, but not up there.
It was fucking windy as hell up there, but it was not raining until we left, and then it started raining.
Yeah.
Thank God,
Hell
because
yeah,
it was
here. It was raining, and my boss is like, "Isn't he looking at cars today?" I'm like, "Yep, probably." Like,
yeah.
that's
It
because you were
kind
here
of sucked.
Saturday or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, "Is he looking at those cars today?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, probably." He's like, "That sounds like it would suck." I'm like, "Yeah, probably," because it was fucking raining down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we looked at a total of 6 2017 through 2019 Ford Expedition Police Editions.
Expedition or Explorer?
Explorer, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just double checking.
Yeah, Tori told me a little bit about this.
The first one that pulled up was Jason's #1 pick. Looked through that. Everything mechanically looked fine. Yeah, I brought my little OBD2 tester, so I did a full module
You have
scan
to
on
check
everything.
all this and see if there's any codes that are hidden or whatever.
Well,
that
because
aren't
you
flashing.
can technically clear a code, but it's still in the
It'll
ECU's
still be
memory.
stored.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So up until a certain period. So his was fine. We took a look at the #1 of Joanne's, and it was also good all the way around. I think the only thing that it bitched about was an open circuit on the door latch, which is fine because in a police car they disconnect the wiring
So they
for
can
the
get the dome
locks
lights.
So they can get dark mode.
Yeah, lock and dome
on the
lights
rear
and everything.
door.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
It makes sense.
yeah,
It's
well,
just testing all the things, and one of them's not connected. Yeah.
big whoop, whatever. And I was pretty happy with that one, and so were the both of them. Jason was already like, "Yeah, I'm getting this one." I'm like, "Okay, cool.
Made up
I'm
his
not
mind.
gonna fucking
All
pay
right.
attention about yours."
Yeah. Made up his mind immediately.
And it was nice because they had Jason's was off to the side. They had Joanne's first, second, third, and then Jason's second.
So basically all in line.
They were
with each
all
other.
in line. So
where did you find these from?
A place you've probably seen before. Asia
Asian
Motors.
Motors.
Asia Motors. Go pull up their Google Maps.
Why would I have seen this?
Because they sell only
They
police cars.
only sell police vehicles.
Like, their whole thing is like used police cars.
I also looked in their lot. They did not have any Crown Vics.
Fuck. This sucks.
I know. Well, okay. I looked in their
mine is
main.
currently-
What about this
Hey!
one?
Wow.
What about this one?
16,000.
Holy
12,000
Yeah,
miles.
12,000
though.
Suck my left nut.
I'll say
12,000 miles.
for
That's worth.
$3,200, my old car with 150,000 miles. Granted, it's
Looked
getting a little
identical
rusty.
to this, though.
Did look identical to this. Yeah, for about $3,200, you can get that. It's currently
Mine
for sale.
Mine was
so.
$2,800 when I bought it with 100,000.
Oh,
miles.
I'll say I sold it to Trent for 28, I think, or
Yeah.
like maybe 25 even. I was
Buy
like,
it
oh,
back.
okay, here you go. I
It could be your-
nah.
But
I
yeah,
don't know.
they
But
do have Crown Vics. You
I looked in
liar.
their main lot, not their secondary.
Oh, I thought it was an Explorer. Damn.
No. So we took those two for a test drive. They all did fine because I mainly heard the 2018s and the 2019s had fucked up trannies.
Another Crown Vic. You're
Where
lying.
I
They
know.
must keep these in the showroom or something because they
God.
both
They
have
didn't
less
have
than
a showroom.
20,000.
Photo viewer. Here we go. God, look at
Oh,
that.
so good.
Damn.
Gee.
But
Sorry, we're doing this now. Look at this.
Vinyl.
Look how
vinyl
many
forged
they've
trees.
got. There's more.
They had to have had these in their other lot.
You just are.
Well, fuck. Give me all the lot numbers, and I'll go up and I'll look at them
back and look at
tomorrow.
'em. God, they're so pretty.
Because we're gonna go pick them up
That
tomorrow.
one blue. Blue's
Oh,
pretty.
you guys are buying them?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
How
they
I guess
many,
we can
though?
let you
About
keep
two.
talking. My
Yeah.
bad. Okay, keep talking.
Yeah, so they're getting rid of the Montero and the
The
Buick?
Montero and the
gone.
Buick are both already gone. By the way, Brian.
Hold on.
How
Land Rover
am I?
Carbon.
Damn.
Yo. Some
$92,000.
Jesus.
23,000 miles supercharged Land Rover though.
Holy fuck.
Is this
a
ex-police or do they
5-liter
seize
V8?
this thing?
Yeah,
I
fucking
mean,
Christ.
give me the Carfax on this.
Yeah.
Came from the manufacturer's buyback lemon law program.
Yeah, branded title, the first thing. Love that.
But they're so sick. Okay.
But it was primarily used in California.
Okay, tell me your things.
Whatever.
I'll quit staring at cool cars.
So we got to the other 4 that were in line,
Right.
and started going over them. Again, they all looked. I think my only niche that I had with them, and I was being very picky.
And you might as well
yeah,
be when you're looking
when
at
they have a surplus of all identical vehicles, you be as like when I was at Ritchie Brothers, it's like, yeah, all of them run okay. Yeah, they work.
Well,
they
other
start,
than that Dodge that you drove that didn't have a clutch.
Correct.
You want the map of this thing? You said
yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, yeah, like
satellite.
Yeah.
when
go
there's
satellite.
a billion of the same vehicles, you get very like particular of like, well, like touch this door handle. Like if there's a lot of wear on it, then you know it was used too much.
Yeah,
or,
while
like,
you're there,
this and that.
just look at all the stuff. Okay.
So as you can see, they have a shitload of fucking vehicles.
There's a lot,
and they are back to back.
Is this
to
theirs
back to
too,
back.
or is this different? Or is
no,
it just this? Okay.
If you go south a little bit,
South. Oh,
so
there's more.
that lot next to them is also theirs.
So these two here, and here.
Just the one directly south of them. That one.
This guy.
They had more vehicles there in that lot.
Yeah.
Because
All right.
whatever.
All right,
Yeah,
gang,
that's
can
a lot of
Can we
vehicles.
find any Crown Vics here from the overhead?
They don't look like it.
A lot
I
of
think
these.
that- I think
these are
the-
a lot of Chargers.
Yeah, I see a lot of Chargers.
Yeah.
That might be a Grand Prix. What the fuck?
I don't
That
know.
one looks weird.
But
regardless,
so like you can tell where like the officer would get in and his pistol belt would
drag against the side of the car.
against the seat and
well, hell, just today we were looking at my boss's truck.
Mhm.
The back seat, like behind the door or the cab.
is this his old one that y'all fixed up?
His crew cab.
Oh, okay.
His nice new one. The back of the cab, right behind the back door, has a dent perfectly in it from where the kid's seatbelt. They'll let it go and it swings around the door and dented it. He's like, this fucking sucks. Yeah.
But
regardless,
so like in some of the door seals were kind of tore up a little bit towards the bottom.
It's probably a
from
lot of opening,
them dragging
closing.
their feet and stuff like that.
Sure.
You know, you could see where people were handcuffed and put up against the vehicle because
Hell
there's
yeah.
scratch marks.
Yeah, whether
and
it's their
everything.
clothes or like that, or if they're
It's their handcuffs
backwards
yeah.
on the car. Yeah,
Getting purple.
Like their backs against the vehicle. So like
Yep.
on each side there's a scratch mark there.
So are they paying a decent amount for these cars or like cheap?
Some of these are cheap.
About that price for a 2017 and a 2019, like 15 to 17,000.
Gotcha.
20.
Yeah. So you said the old cars are gone. What? How did they leave? Like,
So somebody came and parted out the Buick, and somebody from a local fire department came and got Jason's Montero to drive to and from his house to the department.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess.
right.
Fair enough. I mean, if he's
Yeah,
willing to take the
I mean,
risk, yeah.
I told Jason, I said, take pictures and have him just do a bill of sale. That's just, it has frame damage. You could attempt to fix it. It could.
as is.
As is. And
Yeah.
like I've told Jason this 1,000 times. He could fix it and it could break tomorrow. He could not fix it and it could run for another 100,000 miles.
Oh, yeah.
That's what as
Who
is.
knows?
yeah.
But so,
I'm just gonna scroll. Tell me if you see it while I'm scrolling, just for funsies.
oh, I have their numbers.
It doesn't
If you wanna
matter that
pull 'em up.
much.
Well,
I'm
here,
just,
hold on.
Well, tell your story. I'm just idly bored. in the
So
background.
I went and looked at the other two back behind there.
What number is the first?
2, 3, 6,
What the
3, 9.
fuck is that?
What is that?
You write like shit.
Well, it was on my phone.
23639.
Yep. So this one.
Oh, you fucked
I had
up.
it.
23639.
I can't search this. This sucks. Okay,
No, there is a search.
go about your thing. I'll go back to where I was.
Okay. So I'm looking at the other two, and again, they all look a little mechanical or mechanically fine. You know, there's one of the door handles was a little loose on one, and
This black one?
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so that one's Joanne's.
This thing's fucking sick.
It's fucking nice.
I love black Explorers.
I know, they look so fucking good.
Like, the whites look good, but man, there's something about these.
One of them that we looked at, it literally looks like a dog had got up to the front dash
what's that?
and just scratched the absolute fuck out of it. What the fuck are you doing?
Crown Vic.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that too? No, that's a CPV.
That's a Caprice in front of it, yeah.
So I immediately didn't like that one. It also had like the stitching on the door bolster was all fucking ripped to shit.
This one looks like it's in great shape.
No, this one's good.
Oh, it's got the shifter delete too.
Yeah, because it's up on the stick.
It's still
because
got the column here, but it's actually a column shift instead.
yeah,
That's weird. That's so weird.
Those center consoles are all coming out.
Oh, that's fair.
Because to drop the radios in and everything.
Yeah.
Then
nice.
the other ones like, they had a little bit, not like an oil leak, but like
Just
there
some
was oil up
damp,
underneath of
just some
them.
stickiness.
And it's
yeah.
like, okay, this isn't bad. So like,
It's already gangster tinted. Let's go.
what I was doing is I would start the cars up and then I would plug my OBD2 in and do a full module scan while I was checking them out.
Mm-hmm.
The back two cars, one of them had 18 codes come up.
That's a few. That's a good few.
I'll just rattle a couple of them off. Tire pressure sensor, general signal failure, right-hand beam circuit, left-hand beam circuit, control module input power A, B, C, D, lost communication with radio, wiper select switch circuit failure, right front enhanced interior or exterior lighting system not configured.
Is this because they put the strobes in the factory housings
I
and
don't know,
and tapped into the wiring?
But when I
Could
saw
be.
this, I was just like, nope.
I mean, yeah,
not,
18 codes, fucking
not worth it.
Side note: someone went
let somebody else. Fucking
Someone went
deal with it.
crazy with the armor all. On this
Yeah, they
thing.
did.
Holy fuck!
Joanne took a corner, and I was like, fuck, I'm sliding.
sliding off the
Yeah.
seat.
Microphone, lost communication with front controls display interface. This is what got me, were these last three. Engine misfire detected on startup. AC refrigerant pressure and engine starter performance suboptimal.
Suboptimal is a strange way to put
It's
that.
like,
but
nope, we're not getting this one.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah, if you can literally decide that from just using
Codes,
your scanner, then yeah. I mean, if there's an option to buy a car without those, then buy that one.
Man, I miss seeing certified calibration on my fucking gauges.
Damn, yeah.
Absolute police nonsense.
Out of the two that we picked, and the other one behind it was the same way, and I think the one behind it was from Texas. And I don't know what specifically you'd call it. So you have your windshield.
Yeah.
You have your wipers, and then you have that
cowl piece.
The plastic piece?
Yeah, the plastic.
On the outside or the inside?
Outside.
Yeah. Your cowl.
Yeah.
Defrost.
That
top, whatever.
was fucking
Oh, this piece right here.
destroyed to shit. Not the big plastic with the vents, but the one
This-
that's actually, yes, that.
The guy
was
underneath the
dry
wipers.
rotted to shit.
Well, yeah,
Like,
Interesting.
you could literally touch it and it would fucking
Texas sun, yeah.
hurt. Yeah.
I
Which
broke
made
the one
sense.
on my Mustang that sat inside its entire life. It's 20 years old now.
Junk.
I was leaning on it, wiping down the window or the windshield. Fucking cracked it. Like perfect palm print right there. I'm like, God fucking damn it.
Junk. What are you, a third gen
But yeah,
Dodge?
I think the only thing
Damn
that was
near.
wrong with Joanne's is it was mad about one of the TPMS sensors.
And that's nothing.
She asked me that. She's like, well, is that serious? I'm like, you change the batteries in them.
You just take
You
them all.
get 'em
You take them
replaced.
all out, put them in some PVC pipe, glue it
Jesus.
together, and then pressurize the canister. It's fine.
We'll get it fixed.
Or you just ignore the little light on the dash.
What you do is you get some stock takeoffs off like a newer Gen Explorer that'll look sick on here. Get some fucking method beadlocks and 20s.
But yeah,
my boss, they got a new Expedition just a little bit ago, and it came on some like aftermarket wheels.
Oh yeah,
it looks fucking sick. Like they're not anything crazy. They're like nearly stock size.
Yeah,
just a
but
little
like
bit
it's an
wider.
Expedition. They look fucking badass
They look
with
fucking
wheels.
tits on
and then
it.
if you want to pull up
I'll pull up
Jason's,
the next one. Yeah, well, you got a second.
Go
back to
Jason's,
inventory.
I didn't think had.
What year is his? 19.
Yeah, 19. It's 23565.
23565.
Yep, there you go.
This guy.
Yeah.
19.
Jason's
Oh,
has the
matching
mounts
blacks,
for. I hate his fucking
why is
his
Little
rims.
blue pinstripe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna get fucking taken off.
Nah, more pinstripe, more
Yeah.
better.
But if you look in the front, Jason has the mounts for his
The
push
mounts
bar.
for a push bar. Yeah.
Yes.
So
he's a big push
uh,
bar guy, and he's got the fucking super LED light.
Both of them. Have
Yeah, the other one
LEDs.
did too.
They're both
yeah.
LEDs.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
they're so fucking bright.
They
Holy
are.
Fuck.
Jason was joking about he found a guy in what state is Myrtle Beach in? North or South Carolina?
South Carolina.
South Carolina, like 4 hours away from Myrtle Beach.
South Kakalaki.
And I was like, oh, well, Jason, let's fucking go. We'll take a trailer, we'll pick up your push bar, and then we'll get a ship box on the way back so I can have a new engine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Jason's got the
vinyl on the tailgate.
No, not the vinyl. Well,
He
he's got
does.
pinstriping all the way around, but up
These
the
guys.
cowling, he's got the Code 3 light boxes. Those fucking boxes alone are like, okay, boxes with the lights are like $1,800.
Oh, buddy.
Jesus.
So
just with the lights taken out, they're probably $800 a piece for the box.
Oh yeah, probably just for some
Nice.
bent up fucking metal.
Love
And-
that.
but he's already got the lights, throw them in, so he's happy about that.
He's probably happy as a clam to get to do all some wiring and stuff
Oh
again.
God, yeah.
He's like, he was talking about it, and I was like, yeah, and I'm gonna be the one who's gonna fucking help you.
You got to troubleshoot all of the wiring.
Oh, well, it was nice because I think in his, if you lift the cover to access the full size rear tire, which is kind of a nice thing
Police
nowadays.
cars almost always have full size spares.
Yeah.
All of his wiring harness for all of his accessory stuff was cut right there.
Oh, so it's like super accessible.
Fucking plug and play, basically.
Sheesh.
Nice. But yeah, so we're gonna go pick these up tomorrow.
Yeah, these are both. I've seen no problems with either of these.
Zoom in on the wheels. Are they hubcaps or are they the actual wheels?
They're steel wheels back behind there. You can pull them off.
Okay, that's that's what it looks
You can
like.
see the
oh
back
yeah,
trim
there's no
around
lug
it.
nut
Yeah,
holes.
that too. Yeah, they're
Fair enough.
they're center lug. They're fucking race car wheels.
Yeah, let's go.
But yeah,
Sick.
Damn, these
pretty
things are-
nice. I mean, you know,
3.7 V6, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
3.7 NA.
Yeah, not yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Pretty fancy.
I don't think I've ever driven anything with a 3.7.
It's nothing special.
Figured as much.
You wouldn't notice if you did.
Mm-hmm.
Joanne was very because I told her I said we need
Honestly, Joanne's is fucking pimp.
Yeah.
Black wheels, has the tint already. Like,
well, you can
looks
just take the
sick.
covers off this one. Have black wheels.
Well, yeah,
True.
but
be
still.
matching.
but
black.
you don't have the little chrome center caps in them.
We can get the chrome center caps. There
But,
it is, certified calibration, baby.
Yeah, I told Joanne to get on a little bit of a not a highway, but
Life is
an
a highway.
opener
Someone said
road
that once.
to open it up because I did want her to kind of bang through the gears on these because there has been a lot of issues with
The radio says sexy.
Nick's falling asleep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There
Be fair, we
has
started
been
late.
a lot of issues with the transmission in these, kind of the same issue
Oh,
that
not
you
the
have.
calculator radio.
Hold on, go back
Yeah.
to the dash too.
Which part?
One more.
This one?
One more.
This one.
The other one has heated and cooled seats. This one doesn't.
A police
No.
No, it's a different. It's just a different center stack.
It's a different center stack. Joanne's has rear climate.
Oh.
Jason's
The
does
other
not.
one just has lights up here and
Yeah.
over here, where this one's just it's the same but different.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'll look at.
They
look
do
like different.
They
different
look a lot
things
different.
At least.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. But
Yeah.
yeah, they're not.
Okay.
They're the same.
Well,
interior.
there's a 2-year difference between them too, so there's
Yeah.
minor
A
changes.
lot can change in 2 years.
But yeah.
Pretty fancy. I like it.
Interstate batteries.
We sponsor Interstate right here.
I,
This is some good
I
shit.
joked about that with the guy who was showing it, and he was like, "Yeah, good old boomer batteries."
Yeah.
Just
you got
like,
that
yeah,
right?
but they work.
How dare you? Interstate's the
boomer
best
battery.
Boomer battery.
That's what we sold at Jack's. We had Interstate batteries on display.
But yeah, coolants looked good. Transmission fluid smelled fine. They're a lot more open in the back, so Jason's really excited about
Well, without
that.
the third row in there.
Yeah.
There's so much fucking
Well,
room
and
in
that's
these
so
things.
like you can kind of see where the cut line is for that back cover.
Yeah.
That line there was basically what both of them had before.
Okay.
And now they get that plus a little extra, and the front seats aren't even, or the back seats aren't even down yet.
Yeah, there's still the
They
back
have
seats.
a shitload of room to move stuff.
Explorers it's crazy how much room they fit in
Yeah.
these things now. It's awesome.
Well, I fit a 85-inch TV in the back of one.
Christ.
They're humongous.
Yeah, when I was at Ritchie Brothers, I had to drive it up to Englewood or Elwood, whatever the fuck it
the
was.
sketchiest place possible.
Yeah, I'm like, cool. But yeah, like literally a fucking massive TV fit in there. I'm like, okay, cool. Like if it was touching the driver's seats and also the lift hatch. I'm like, this thing is huge.
This thing's gigantic.
But yeah, it worked. So
But yeah,
so Explorers are sick cars.
we're gonna go pick those up tomorrow.
Now the Interceptors, do those have the 3.5 EcoBoost?
3.7
3.7.
yeah. Nothing fancy, but they'll work.
But they got the cop chip though.
They do have the cop chip.
No, they don't.
They don't?
As a Crown
Cop
Vic
chip
owner,
is nothing.
It's a
cop
myth.
chip
It's
was
so
set in
not-
a movie once, and everyone fucking bought it.
Speaking of chips and other things,
I love chips. I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
You're
got some
gonna
dip?
have to show me how to use the Ford scan.
Foreskin.
Yeah.
It's easy.
We could foreskin
It's
the
so
shit out
fun.
of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am kind of interested because I was telling Joanne, I was like, oh, we could do this and this and that. And she's like, well, like, what would I use it for? I'm like, that door dinger that you fucking hate already?
Turn her off immediately. Yep.
You delete the fuck out of that.
And I was like, we can take that off immediately.
Turn
Bambi
on
mode.
Bambi mode. Fog lights on all the time.
Fog
or
lights,
fog lights
and
with high beams. Yeah.
Like we can fiddle around with a couple just little mics.
Sync 3 swap it.
But Forescan lets you go into each module and change stuff you can't through the dash.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you could turn off, door dingers, seat belts. Like, it's just so nice.
We'll keep the seatbelts on, but that fucking
No, we
door
won't.
dinger-
Fuck
Why
them
not?
things.
Fucking turn them off.
I'll turn off
if
the
you
chime.
wear it, you get the benefit. If you don't wear it, you don't have to listen to the ding.
I know,
It's a win.
but I was like,
It's 'cause
yeah.
when you get in it to move it 5 feet and it's ding 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 ding
Yeah.
ding ding, you're like,
Oh
stop.
well, so
I know what
the
I'm doing.
last one in the group did not want to start,
Ooh,
like at all.
that's probably your high pressure fuel pump going.
It
out
was
then.
either I was thinking, okay, this is either a fuel pump issue or it's got an immobilizer on it because I didn't even hear the starter click.
Oh, then the battery might just be dead.
So we tried to jump start it, didn't do a fucking thing.
Ooh.
And then I was like, well,
That's
maybe
when
I'm
you're
just
like,
fucking dumb.
Hey, there's 50 other vehicles in this lot.
Yeah, you
walk
just
to the
walk-
next one.
walk
I
Fuck
took
it,
the
fuck.
key out, flipped it around, shoved it in, started right up. I was like, I'm just stupid.
Less
Not
than
this
ideal.
one.
Yeah, not that one. But yeah, Forescan's great. You can change so many little things to just make life
But
better.
yeah, just like starting these vehicles up and just hearing ding, ding,
every time. 'Cause,
ding,
like, door ajar,
No,
seatbelt
it's
unlocked.
a Ford. It's doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, whatever. But I had the door open with no seatbelt on, in park,
it's-
started, and
and
it's
it's
just sitting
pissed.
there. I'm like, I'm putting the fucking window down and I'm going to shut the
It's like,
fucking
please,
door.
I know what I'm doing. Stop it. Yeah, these things seem nice. I like it.
Yeah.
How is that dealership? I've always seen their stuff pop up.
It's very interesting. The people were super fucking nice.
Hell yeah.
So that was cool. I mean, me and the guy were fucking bullshitting the whole fucking time.
What part of Chicago was this in?
Okay, so here's O'Hare.
Yeah.
Here's the dealership.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Maps.
Gotcha.
Yeah, super cool fucking place. Nice guys. If I let's
Hey, look
say
at that. Yeah, wow. Right there.
yeah.
Yeah, it is Chicago.
Like if Lacey wanted an SUV,
Oh, just go there and just
I'd go up and fucking buy her one of these.
go up and just pick one from the lot, baby.
Because guess what? It's
What?
fucking cheap, and it's gonna take a hit because it's a fucking police car.
These cars are Crown Vics are tough as fuck.
Well,
the new
true.
ones are
Get her a Crown Vic.
Crown Vics are sick. Have her buy Trent's car. It's so fucking sick.
Don't get an SUV.
Got LED headlights
Lacey,
already.
you want to buy
tow
a race
hitch.
car?
Everybody
It's got
wants
subs still. Actually, it's
got
got a single
single 15.
Yeah, single 15
Christ.
still.
It's got a-
Fuck yeah,
that's
got
the
a
last
shit
fucking
bumps.
thing she
It's got a
needs.
sundown
It looks
E15. It's so sick.
But yeah,
Forgot about that. Damn.
Yeah,
So we're gonna go
sundown
up and
E15, baby.
pick those up tomorrow.
Sheesh.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Well, if I
Super
didn't have to work in
excited.
Winona, I would have went with you.
It was a good time,
It seems like a good time. Buying cars is always fun. You're like, what can I buy you?
especially when it's not your money.
That's the
Fucking yes.
best time.
I thought they would have upgraded from like $2,000 cars to like
five or six.
or
Yeah.
six.
Right.
I did not know they were spending this much money
Yeah.
on these fuckers.
It was
but-
bad.
awesome,
So
though.
like,
I mean,
we-
granted, it is a huge upgrade, and these will
yeah.
last them forever.
Oh, yeah. Well,
But
and
yeah.
so I basically, I'm pretty sure I already have Jason convinced that when summer hits and it gets nice and hot out,
we take the doors off like a Jeep Wrangler.
Go.
we're gonna really hardcore clean underneath
No.
and
fuck
take them to
that.
get line X'd.
Oh, underlined.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the good underline.
You just hit them with Kroll oil.
Oh my god!
That's literally what you do. Is you wipe the underside with oil. It'll
yeah,
last
but-
forever.
I told him I was like, if you're honestly thinking about doing it,
yeah.
go get it done in summer because there's less moisture on there and everything, and it's not gonna get trapped. And you might as well fucking do it.
Okay, Mom, calm down.
He did make a couple jokes on the way up there. He's like, "Well, they're unibodies, so there's no fucking frame to rust out."
He's
I was
got
like,
you there.
But
You
the
do
mounts
have a
on
point.
the body can rust
Yeah.
off.
Well, that was the other thing I checked.
Where's the
hardcore
body gonna
was
go?
All the body mounts and the bushings and everything. I was sticking my fingers up, and they're like, "Okay, it's not fucking hard as a rock. They're still soft."
It's a 2017. Give it 3 more years, it'll fall apart.
Yeah. So, yeah, I even was a little nervous. I was like, man, you guys trust me this much to help you guys make this big of a decision?
I'm the expert you call. Are you kidding me?
Again, I did not realize they were spending. I thought,
right,
not quite 10 grand for both of them. Like, oh yeah, perfect.
Did you use
that'll
your
work.
creeper at all?
No.
I told you
brought the
wouldn't.
creeper up there?
I told him he wouldn't.
Well, you can't fit under it without them
That's what I
jacked up.
said.
So fuck it.
No, I did.
You used it?
Not with a
You-
creeper
no, yeah, you
though.
crawled
Well, that's
under
what I'm
them,
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
brought it anyway.
Just in case, but yeah, I'm like, a creeper's not going to fit or any of these
Well, it was
cars.
funny. So I showed up in my PetSmart
Your
sweatshirt.
Positively perfection.
Yeah, my nasty oil and grease stained fucking jeans and my steel
every
toes.
pair of jeans I own.
Yeah, and it was funny at one point because I was the transmission fluid dipstick.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my
is
God.
like halfway up underneath the fucking intake
'Cause they're
so
not
you
meant to
have
be
to like
checked, yeah.
shove
Yeah.
your hand down there, and my finger kept slipping
slipping
off the last one, and I pulled it out, checked it, went back in, tightened it up, and I pulled my hand out, and all three of them went, oh man, that's a lot of oil. And I just went
greasy.
and everybody's like, oh my god, why'd you do that? I'm like, this is my shit sweatshirt. I don't give a fuck. This is what it gets.
It's made for this shit.
All of these clothes get washed by themselves
With all the detergent.
and then the washers get cleaned after.
Yeah.
It's insane.
LOL. Me working in asphalt dust for a year and a half, washing it with other clothes, not
Well, I'm
caring.
not
The
gonna
socks
put it
are
in
coming
with
out
Tori's
like black.
clothes.
You're like, fuck it.
Oh
Whatever.
yeah. Honestly, no. I washed towels in it. I've washed every
Bachelor
T-shirt I
life.
owned, all the same stuff. I've never noticed a difference.
The washer cleans
Either my
all of
washer
it.
is fan fucking tastic or it doesn't matter.
I think your standards are just pretty low. Because
That-
I do the same
fair
shit.
enough. Fair enough.
Like all my shit's
Understandable.
dirty as shit. I just throw it in there. I'm like, fuck it.
Granted,
if it
like
comes out different.
Yeah,
color,
like my jeans are there are stains that just will never come out, and I use I use acid to get to strip the asphalt dust off and shit.
acid washed, as they say.
Yeah. Well, it was drain maintainer, aka just they have to call it that. They used to call it something else. Like they used to call it some sort of like cloth cleaner or something.
Okay.
They're like, turns out you can't do that because you can't have however many.
It's too aggressive to
too
be used as a
acidy.
cloth.
Yeah, too acidic for it. So they had to change their name. They're like, well, what doesn't have any laws on it? Oh, the shit you pour down your pipes. Here you go. Have fun.
Stuff you pour in the septic. They're like, fucking send it. Whatever.
Yeah, so that's what they renamed it to.
Sick.
Christ.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, I got to play Master Mechanic on Monday.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty
Chimkins
fun.
are coming in this week.
All sorts of shit.
Your what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Chimkins.
Yeah.
So excited.
Nice.
Little peep peep
Little
motherfuckers.
peep peep whoop whoop.
Yep.
Fancy.
Hell
Good
yeah.
shit.
Speaking of stuff coming in, saw some tires sitting in the storage unit, I guess.
My tires for the rally car showed up, and I am shocked. They're fucking awesome.
Hell
Let me
yeah.
pull up the stock image to compare it. They're so hard to spell. They're Sumitomo Ice Edge. Did I spell that right? Let's fucking
Big
go.
beefy boy.
When do the sumo type edge get the sumo type?
That first
Tom?
one, yeah, that all the way to the left looks
Yeah, I'm
good.
trying to find one that like shows the tread well. Because on the picture, like they look mildly
They're
aggressive.
pretty. Yeah, they look pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah, but they got the holes for the ice picks.
Which I can't put in there to run the class. But you're like, okay, these look like a pretty averagely aggressive ice tire.
Yeah.
Like, nothing crazy. Like good tread blocks, whatever.
It is fun to point out like snow tire, like when you like on yours. When I first bought it, I was like, "Oh, snow tires! Like they look kind of aggressive. Like they'll do something like how we're going to use them off road here in a little bit."
Yeah, and then they show up, and I'm like, these things are fucking rally
Wow,
tires.
those side ones are huge. The
They're
lugs are
they're
giant.
Like my entire fingernail will go inside the tread.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
shockingly aggressive for what they are.
Hell yeah!
I'm like, these things are going to be fucking sweet.
Good.
So I got a set of 4. They're 185 60 15s, where the stock tires are actually 195 55 15s. So they're like a half of an inch taller and 10 mil narrower.
Yeah,
Because you want narrow to dig,
Yeah.
and height is just for clearance. But
yeah.
I found these on sale for $56 a piece.
Fuck.
Nice.
I'm like,
It's not bad at all.
Sold.
like, fuck it. Like, that's the ones.
Take
Order
my
'em
money.
up. They showed up in like 2 days.
So what, like 300 after tax?
No, less at $56 for 4. It was like
$200.
It was like $210. It was nearly nothing. I'm like, fucking okay.
Sick.
Like, they showed up in a couple days, had to sign for delivery from Amazon.
That's weird.
I'm like, what
That's
the fuck?
weird.
Because Mom was like, the FedEx guy was out there like bebopping around in the yard looking around. It's like, opens the door like, hello? He's like, oh, thank God you're here. I was about to take these back and they were in my way the whole day because they were like his first delivery.
Yeah.
So you gotta get these tires out of the way.
Huh.
So I had to sign for them. Like,
That's weird.
From Amazon.
The only time I've only have to sign for anything is for fucking ammo.
Apparently it's a tire thing because like a lot of drivers just throw the tires out and leave, and the tires will just fucking roll away.
Okay. That's kind of fair.
They'll just like throw it on the porch and they'll like bounce and then just like they'll turn around and just roll away behind them. You know,
love that.
That would make sense, but
No, actually, now that I think about it, I think Tori had to sign for my bike tires.
I think tires is just a thing they make you sign for now.
Well, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense because, or I don't know where he ordered them for, if it was Amazon or not. But my neighbor bought dirt bike tires, and we showed up to my house. I'm like, why are there dirt bike tires here? I don't even fucking own one.
I remember that.
I'm like, and I like it, the address was so wrong. It was
like 214 or something.
Well, no, it was 215. I think was the number, and my address is
you almost,
it was a combination of numbers that were confusing.
It was
and
not
close to mine, but also the wrong name to where the guy's actual address was. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is so weird.
Like, even we looked at it, we're like, where the fuck is this address? Like, this is nowhere close.
Yeah, it turns out I could see the dude's house. I'm like, oh yeah, that guy.
Well,
that
they probably delivered him to his house and they rolled down.
Yeah, all the way to my fucking porch.
Right to your door.
Yeah.
But yeah, those showed up for fucking $200 for the set of 4. I got a new center section of exhaust because mine's all beat to fuck from off-roading the shit out of it.
Correct.
Like, the hangers don't even, like, they're stretched way
there's
too wide.
there's
tie wire and
left of
everything.
those.
Like, so I got a mid-pipe with resonator for like $52 from
fucking Honda shit, dude.
Rock Auto just saves the day. They're like $50, sure, whatever.
I'm like, that's like somebody's sitting in a garage. It's like, I got this brand new exhaust I ain't never put on. I'll take $50 for it.
Pretty much. So I got that, all the gaskets and the hangers for like a total like $110 or something shipped. I'm like, this is awesome. Honda stuff's great.
Yeah, Honda stuff's awesome.
So now I've got the exhaust from basically the cat back to the axle. So I need to like make a piece for the axle back. And I'm like,
do like a blast, not a blast pipe, like a, what are they called?
Blast pack?
Yakazuma.
Hold on.
Yeah.
A Krakatoa?
It's an N2 muffler, baby. Hold on. Don't generate AI. I do not care.
Well, no. That, but it's a Yakazuma.
I know what you're talking about.
Yakazuma is like, you like fucking 80 degrees it up off the bumper, like fucking straight vertical shit.
Oh, I have one of those. I had that exhaust on like my Fit in GTA 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep,
GTA 5. There's a lot of them. Hold on. Oh yeah, no.
Car. There we go.
This shit right here.
Yeah.
This goofy ass shit.
Yeah. Some goofy ass
Love that shit.
I'm not doing that. Bosuzoku. That's the
that's
Bosuzoku.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
I was
doing
like, Yakuza is fucking.
Yakuza's the Japanese mafia.
The mob.
Yeah. But I'm like, that's close enough. It's Japanese sounding words. It'll get us there.
we got there.
No, I'm just gonna do some nasty fucking. The same ricer muffler that I used on the Sandrail that I used on Michael's Subaru.
I was just about to say, just take the tip off the Subaru.
That's what I'm going to use.
It's going to be running soon. Come on.
No, it's not.
Bullshit.
No, it's not. That engine's probably not going to work. But
oh, really? Damn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an OBD2 engine and OBD1 car, and the heads are different, the exhaust is different, the intake's different.
It'll be fine.
And we threw away his heads and intake not that long ago, But
love that.
It'll probably just get some ricer muffler and shit.
Hell yeah.
There's a guy relatively local selling an HKS axleback with a big nasty chrome polished. HKS is like the Honda performance brand.
Yeah.
He's like selling one. He's got it listed for $200. I'm like,
give him 50.
I'm like, I'm gonna wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, no one else does Honda shit around here. Like, it'll get cheaper and then somebody will buy it. Whether it's you or not, I don't know.
I'll wait 2 weeks, hit him at $100. Like, yo, what's up with it?
Right.
Let me see. HKS. I bet I'll find it. It's like that quick. Come on. No, that's Spec D. Fuck. There it is. HKS Axleback. There's even an audio clip.
Crank it. Is that all the way
it's
up?
cranked.
Did you turn it down from the other video, Marcus? Hell yeah. Sounds like a 1.5
Oh, it's
liter.
not on the laptop screen. My bad.
Oh, he's got the police scanner. Did you hear it?
No, the Cars does that. But I'm like,
Can my 1.5 sound like that?
no, it's not a Honda. No
Yeah, it's not a
VTEC.
Honda.
No VTEC.
No VTEC. But I'm like, damn, I'm definitely gonna wait like a week and then bully this guy to get it for $100.
Nice.
The problem is it hangs super low.
Listed 6 days ago.
I saw him when he listed it.
Can you route the
Hey,
exhaust
Sandwich,
through
I
the
can go
bumper?
pick it up
I'm gonna
for
have
you.
to cut a lot of bumper out, but
Yeah.
I considered that. I'm like, it's
Well, I didn't know about like rules and shit. If you could like modify the exhaust, so it doesn't fucking hit on
it
the
has to
ground.
exit in a roughly stock location. I think there's some leeway.
Yeah. It's like,
I'll
brother,
have
it's just clearance.
I'll have to read the rule book and look at it, but like, damn, I want to bully him and take that because it's only for 2 years, which is what the GD3 fit is, which is what mine is.
Yeah.
It's only for 07, 08. I'm like, damn, be awfully convenient if I just fucking snag up a really nice piece of exhaust to put behind my stock ass fucking resonator mid pipe.
Yeah, but then you can have your blow can for when we race it the fuck out.
It's a race car. It's gonna get the shit kicked out of it. It's gonna get so beat. I'm gonna collapse the exhaust several more times.
Well, then we'll just say fuck it and do a fender exit.
That's against the rules.
Yeah,
for
rules.
stock class.
If I'm going past stock class, it's gonna be fucking
It's gonna be
fast.
rough. Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be fucking rough.
It's getting K24 turbo swapped if I go past stock class.
Yo, let's
it's gonna
go.
make 400 horsepower and be horrifying.
Be awesome.
It'll be
Put sand paddles on the front, like let's fucking go, baby.
I'll get legit rally like gravel tires. It'll be fucking gnarly.
Oh my god!
I would love to, but I would also hate it all the time. It's so not a hard swap. People do it all the time too.
Do it.
No, because I'll break my rules.
Do it.
It'll be so scary.
That
That car with 100 horsepower is kind of scary. Like if it made 2 to 3 times that, it'd be horrifying.
Fine.
No.
We just won't put a lot of boost in it.
No, we definitely will. Have you met us? Are you
well,
fucking
yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah, what do you mean?
What do you mean? We will absolutely crank
It's
the
us
fucking
and Brian's
boost.
parents' fucking shop with HP tuners. Like, put it to the moon.
Sir.
To the moon.
HP tuners not. We're using Hondata.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Literally, it's just Hondata.
Hey, remember that time when we were fixing the ignition on the sand rail and we blew the fucking collector off and that was spring held and we almost all lost our hearing
we
that
were
day?
we were timing the distributor because we just rebuilt the engine.
Yeah.
For the second time?
We're not getting into semantics about that.
I don't know. I helped. I came up with a great idea.
But we were timing the distributor and we're like, oh, like 15 degrees before or whatever to get it started. Well, in our stupor of probably not being sober and being tired, we set it to 15 degrees after top dead center, not before. So it sent a gigantic fireball through the exhaust so hard it blew off the spring-loaded exhaust.
Yeah.
Ruined our eardrums for probably 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was awful.
It was a pure ass pucker moment.
Like, I know, like, Nick, you guys were there when we did it to the Blue Ranger, and it was backfired.
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah, that was
crazy.
I was there. I was there.
It was-
Richard
it
Marcus
was
was
Yeah,
there.
I have the clip.
I think
I
you're all there.
do remember that. Up. Bang!
It was probably like 4 times
Oh, yeah.
louder than
Yeah.
that.
And
Well,
the
it's also-
door
it's
was
like
open.
double the exhaust diameter, tube diameter.
And it's a high compression, like, race engine at this
Yeah.
point. Like, it was unbelievably loud. And it's coming from a carburetor, so it's just throwing fuel at it, hoping for the best.
Yeah.
It finally got enough in the exhaust, it just lit off. It's like, okay, we're done. Like, whatever we did, we fucked it way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, timing was just on the wrong side. It happens, you know?
Good times. We just had to reverse it.
The whole time I own that thing, Dad's like, are you sure you've got it in the right ignition order? It sounds kind of rough. I'm like, it's got a race cam. It's supposed to sound bad. And it's like,
What's a
plap, plap,
cam
plap,
gonna do?
It's like plap, 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 plap the whole time. I'm like, it's got the nastiest cam and fucking high lift. Everything's race parts. Like, it sounds like that because that's what it does.
Waste call.
It should not have ran off that carburetor shit. It needed 2.
No.
It needed 2 carbs, not 1, but it did it. Still for sale. The guy hasn't sold it yet.
Yeah, how much you want for it?
Yeah, I
again?
just saw it on
Like,
Marketplace.
I think he's got like $7,000 right now.
Damn.
Like, I sold it to him for 5. I'm like, I'll be like, how about 4?
Fucker.
I make
I give you a 3.5
Like,
and
I-
a firm handshake.
like, I know everything that's wrong with it. Please sell it back so I can sell it to someone else.
for more money.
I don't want it back. The guy who told me when he bought it, he's like, you're gonna want this back in 3 months. I'm like, no, the fuck, I'm not.
Yeah, you really know.
Like, you underestimate how much. Like, I have like a fucking binder full of receipts and like every part number I put on this thing. He's like, man, you really like this thing. I'm like, nope, hated it.
I was just very detailed.
Like, I took really good notes because I wanted, once I got rid of it, to never hear about it again. Like, hey, what'd you put for heads on this? Like, it's in the thing. Don't ask me, please.
Yep.
It's in the packet.
You get a one-word response. It's binder.
Yeah, when he went,
That's it.
When he went to sell it, he's like, do you still have a copy of that receipt list? I'm like, sure do. Here you go. He's like, thanks. I'm like, that's it. I don't want
I'm done talking to you.
Because the guy I bought it from knew fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, literally zero.
He was absolutely retarded.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Didn't
like,
he like try to make us buy the trailer or something when we picked it up?
no, so
or some shit.
So I traded him a Dodge Nitro and some cash for my sandrail.
Mm-hmm.
I picked the sandrail up the day, at night. One night it was fucking cold as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
We spent way too long there because the guy kept it was probably 10 degrees, maybe less, probably closer to 0. Because we're in a Carhartt and fucking cold.
Yeah.
He's like, it wouldn't idle.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's fucking 0 degrees out. I understand it runs.
Yeah.
He's like, no, we'll get it. This and that. He's trying to fuck with him.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it is fucking freezing. I'm like, I get it. It sounds like it runs. Let me take it.
Yeah.
I
can do this in a heated shop tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I'll figure it out.
We were there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Me and poor Eric, I brought him with. I'm like, it'll be quick and easy.
Yeah.
We got back home. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, you can go home.
I'm so sorry.
He's like, I'm gonna go. I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
So we spent hours there freezing. It won't idle. I'm like, yeah, because it's fucking cold. It's made to run in the summer, not winter.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. Let's go. Finally, we get it loaded and leave. So the next day we come back for the trailer to tow it, or next day or 2 days or whatever. Me and Andy come in the Crown Vic because he had a hitch on it.
Yeah.
And the Nitro I had traded him, the heat wasn't working. And I knew that when I traded it, and I didn't tell him that because I didn't care.
Yeah.
Because it's not my fucking problem.
Correct. How did you get the Nitro again? I forgot.
I traded the Nitro. I traded
the bus.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bought
here we go.
I forgot the timeline of this shit.
I bought a shortened school bus that was going to be used as a trailer hauler to haul my XJ around.
Yep.
Yeah. Sold the school bus, or traded the school bus for a Dodge Nitro for my guy out of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
We took Dad's truck and Andy's trailer, towed a fucking school bus to fucking middle of Chicago, unload it in the street, load the Nitro up, and fucking leave.
Mm-hmm.
Traded that for the sandrail with a little bit of cash. The school bus that wouldn't stay running.
Mm-hmm.
Once it got warm, it would shut down randomly. So I'm like, well, I'm not dealing with this. Fuck that. The 0 to 60 was 24 seconds, I believe, when I timed it.
Christ.
It was gutless, but it sounded really sick because it was a DT 466E.
school bus.
No, you don't. They're piles of shit.
Just
made
not
by the
an electric one.
No.
Get it a
No.
mechanical control one. You're good.
They're made by the lowest bidder. They're piles of shit. No, I will not allow it.
How about a mail truck?
Fuck you.
Even worse.
Get a fucking right-hand drive Jeep before you do that. Fuck me. But traded the school bus for a Nitro, traded the Nitro for the rail. So we went back to get the trailer. The guy's like, oh, hey, I fixed the heat. And I was like, okay. Or he's like, the heat didn't work. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, I fixed it. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, the heater cord went bad. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't care. He's like, why don't you give me $100 since it was bad? I'm like,
No.
I'm like, what? He's like, well, it was since I had to change it. I'm like, no. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like,
no.
Like, we're just here to pick up this trailer that I already own. Like,
yeah.
No. He's like, well, yeah, $40. I'm like, no, I'm not paying you for something that we
What it
already.
was. Yeah, I'm sitting here like I wasn't there for the original fucking ordeal. I'm
don't
just
think you
here.
ever
I'm just like, what the fuck?
As we're
You're getting haggled on something you already bought. It's just fucking weird.
He's trying to up barter me after the sale. I'm like, no, what the fuck
I could
is
just
wrong
say
with
no
you?
and hook up the trailer and leave.
I think that's eventually what we did. He's like,
Yeah.
$20. I'm like, no. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
How about a middle finger and a goodbye?
You decided to replace the part after I traded it for you. Here you go. Like,
I'm
that's
like
that.
I'm like, I didn't know the heat was bad. That's not my problem. I definitely knew it was bad. I really don't care. He's like, well, this. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go now. And we hooked the trailer up and left. I'm like,
That's fucking weird.
he's like, why don't you give me $100? I'm like, no, what the fuck?
How about you
mean?
go fuck yourself?
He's like, well, I've changed them a couple times. I knew how to do it. I'm like, it's been a day. I'm like, when the fuck did you change a heater core in your fucking yard in the fucking middle of winter?
Yeah.
Like, this dude's like 350.
Oh, yeah.
In Decatur.
He was a hoss.
In the shit part of town. I'm like, this dude's retarded. Like, I'm not paying you money. Fuck you.
This dude is on another plane of
I have-
fucking stupidity.
Imagine the guy that makes you stand there for 3 hours while he tries to get this thing to idle in winter. I'm like, I know it runs. I can hear it. It sounds fine. Like, it would idle for a second and then shut off because it's cold.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, you have to over fuel it. The second it burns it needs more fuel. It can't get it.
He's like, oh, once it warms up. I'm like,
It's
air
never gonna
cooled,
warm up, you dumbass.
There's no cooling system. It's air cooled. It's not gonna ever warm up. I cannot stress this enough. There is no
It's
heating
never
system.
gonna warm up, you dipshit.
It's designed to cool off.
You're gonna hold like 50 or 60
Yeah.
degrees of temperature in the head, maybe.
It
That's
took
about
so
it.
long. I'm like, it was awful. But I'm
It was
like,
on a whole other plane of fucking stupidity.
like the nitro was gone. I'm like, good. Fuck, I don't have to deal with that thing ever. Nitro was kind of sick though, but it was clean.
It wasn't terrible.
196,000 miles, but was fucking clean. The no heat thing ruined it though. I'm like, it's junk. But yeah, Sandrail's still for sale from the guy that like I fixed every single problem with it for
Except
fucking
for the
like,
transmission.
It's fixed-ish. I mean,
It's not strong. It's fixed though.
he never really had a real problem with it, but
Yeah, it's because he didn't beat on it like we did.
nobody beat on it like we did. If you revved it to the moon, it would blow out of gear.
I specifically remember I came over to the shop the one day. We were putting the jugs back on, and you were having a fuck all of a time doing it. And I was like, oh, just put a fucking ratchet strap around it. And you just looked up, and you're like, that's a great fucking idea.
Well, no, we were putting the heads on. Because
that's right. That's right. Not the jugs.
the heads go over top of the valve
springs.
No, not valve springs.
Lifter tubes? I don't know what
Kind
you call
of
'em.
push rod tubes.
Yes.
Because it's overhead valve and overhead cams. So there's 4 individual tubes that are all spring loaded that the push rods go through, so it seals the oil. So you're compressing 4 springs at once, trying to compress this head on there.
It's a bitch.
It's like we had to ratchet strap it to squeeze the thing together.
There you
and
go.
then it still leaked because fucking
Yeah,
dumb.
and then I think the next day I came over and we put the spark plugs in or something. I don't know. We pulled it out and we pulled it out on the street and Michael goes,
"Oh, that was a
fucking
do a
rev
wheelie."
dump it or
Wait.
do a wheelie." And I'm sitting there like, "All right, shit, wah, clunk."
Tink. Didn't even roll.
No, it rolled about half an inch and you just went, fuck.
I was like, well, it's done.
Yeah,
those are different times, but
I
yeah.
remember.
I think I
hearing
still have
about
that
you
clip.
guys. Like, oh, I've never seen that actually.
It's not very exciting.
I know,
See if
but
I
I
can
literally
find it. Hold on.
All I knew is you guys were working on it, and I was like, awesome! It's finally going to be back on the road.
And then it was broken.
And then it was broken before you even put the first mile on it. I'm like, you gotta.
No,
be
we
fucking
drove it
kidding
around a
me.
little.
Okay,
we did a couple loops. It's like, okay, everything's because that's when we had put the new race clutch in. The stock clutch is like 1,200 pounds of pressure. We went up to like a 2,100 pound clutch.
This was
because it would slip the
May
stock
of
clutch.
2020.
Yes, it was. I was there.
Yep.
I remember
Can I export
vividly
this?
all the things that had happened
can
in that
export
time
it.
period.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How do I
it was
send
like
this to myself? Oh, save.
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 Where do you have it? Is it in your like, Google Photos?
It's in my
or something?
Snapchat.
That'll do it. But still, if you went to your photos that day, it'd probably be there. But still,
No,
anyway,
because I rip them all off my phone.
whatever, man. But yeah, we had just put the new clutch in it and all the stuff, and it's like, okay, it's good. It's
It
like
can hold power now.
It can
the
hold the
clutch can
power.
hold power. Now the trans can.
because I had done this exact same thing with the old clutch, and it would just slip a little bit on the way up, and I'm like, well, it'd be nice if it just didn't do that. So then we put a good clutch in there, and then it stopped slipping, which meant the next weakest thing exploded. And it turned out to
Which
be
was the transmission.
turned out to be first gear. It sheared about 2/3 of the teeth off the gear and it exploded. And then we spent about 2 years getting the transmission rebuilt. Because
Multiple times.
I took
where did we get that, or where did you get the belt at?
So I contacted a guy, Be Air Cooled in Chicago.
Yes.
The guy is awesome. I would 100% work with him any day of the week. He was super easy to work with, super nice guy.
Yeah.
He's just like, that's all he does is Volkswagens and like air cooled Porsches and shit.
Yep.
Super cool guy. He doesn't build the transmissions himself.
Yes.
Or he will rebuild them himself, but in the state mine was in, he's like, I'm not going to mess with this. I'll give it to a guy that I have that does transmissions. He took it to that guy, got it rebuilt. That guy had every excuse in the book. It took over a year to
I
get it
remember,
back from
yeah.
him.
Yeah, we went and picked it up together. Where was that shop at? It was also Chicago.
That guy
was
is
also Chicago.
downtown bumfuck Chicago.
That was when we almost got pulled over for having a truck and trailer
On Lakeshore
Lakeshore
Drive.
Drive,
Can't do that.
which apparently you can't do.
That's a crime, but yeah. The other guy's like on the Wisconsin border almost, so it's like 2.5 hours each time I would go. Less than that, probably closer to 2. But I went there, drop it off, come back, and then pick it up, come back, put it in there. I'm like, immediately, I'm like, it pops out a third. The guy's like, oh really? I'm like,
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So he's like, okay. He's like, I can't remember if I brought it back to him or brought it to the guy that built it first. I don't remember how that worked. I think I brought it to the guy that built it that time. No. No, because when I picked it up was the first time that I went there with a trailer. So I went back to the guy at Be Air Cooled, dropped it off again. He took it back to that guy, had him go through it again. He had found a problem, whatever. Picked it back up from Be Air Cooled, brought it back. Oh, God. Okay. After that, then I'm like, it still pops out of third gear. So we took the whole sandrail with the trans in it up to the guy that builds transmissions.
Yeah.
From there, how did I fucking do that?
I went up with you to get it.
And
You went
I
up
went-
final time.
You went up with me to get the transmission.
Yes, and I
Oh,
went up
yeah,
with
oh, yeah,
him
that
to
was
get
what
the
it was.
entire sandrail.
Okay.
'Cause I remember we loaded it up on the
I'm trying to
trailer.
remember how that worked. Because who went up there with me to drop it off?
Not it.
Michael, maybe?
No, I don't think.
Eric?
Did I go by my...
Before I even met you.
I must have went
No,
by...
I think you went by yourself.
I think I
I'm
went by
almost
my...
positive. The first time you went by yourself, I'm almost
I must have
positive.
went by my... Yeah, I definitely went by myself. Because
Yeah.
it's in, like, the hood of Chicago.
It's bad.
Like... When you unload a sandrail with a nasty cam in the middle of town, pulling a truck and trailer, God forbid.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't make sense. How the fuck?
I just remember like
don't
everybody
know.
on the block like opened their windows and came outside to see what the fuck was coming down the
but
lane.
it sounds like a fucking wildcat out there, like the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
there's just black people walking the street, like, yo, that thing's fucking sick.
People love that
Like,
thing.
because it's in the
biggest
hood.
ego boost.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, they're like, is it fast? I'm like, no.
No.
They're like,
yeah. Oh yeah. I
the
remember
thing
that.
is too is this thing from the back because how wide were your rear tires?
19 and a half inches
19
wide.
and a half inches wide. So
Yeah.
this thing
Yeah.
looked fucking nasty from the ass end.
Yeah, hold on. I'll just pull up the listing, honestly. Fuck it. Give me, I have it saved
I,
still.
I miss the sandrail. Well, I
Shut
miss
the
you
fuck-
owning it.
I miss nothing about it. It fucking sucked.
Riding around in it was fun.
It's so bad.
Remember-
You got to ride it, one time before I got rid of
I
it?
remember the,
Like 2 times.
the
times.
the day before we sold it.
Here it is.
You let me finally drive it,
Yeah.
and I.
Yeah,
killed
you
like
fucked
4
it up. I got that.
I
remember
did not
that.
fuck it
Yeah,
up.
you stalled
I
like
kept,
4
No. I kept shifting it into third, not first.
Yes. The transmission, you cannot find the difference.
Yeah,
You-
it's not
rough.
close ratio, but it is.
He put different tires on it.
Yeah.
These are way smaller and way narrower.
Yeah.
But, like, you could see there's my fucking muffler I was just talking about.
Yeah, so the
yeah,
2
brother.
springs are completely just
4 springs.
Sorry,
There's 4 springs. When it backheard, it blew all 4 off and shot a fireball out big enough to throw it off.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
When did you sell that?
May
fuck.
oh shit, nope.
Probably.
I have that because
I
that
have
was
the
right
date.
after I got my new phone.
I have the
Hold on.
date somewhere. It's somewhere in like 22. But either way, there's that thing. But yeah, yeah, I dropped it off by myself because I dropped it off and I'm like, I had told the guy, I'm like, or he had told me like 10 o'clock on Sunday or whatever. I'm like, perfect. I showed up 10 o'clock Sunday. He's not there. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like,
That
like, what the
was-
fuck am I supposed to do with this in downtown Chicago? It has no keys. I'm just like,
Right.
fuck. So I just like,
September 16th of 22.
Is
Sure.
when you sold it?
that sounds about right. Yeah.
That was the day before.
It was the day before I sold it. 'Cause I sold it the day after that.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I go to unload. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm unloading it anyway. Mm-hmm. And then, like, as I'm unloading it, like, the shop door just opens. Like, one of the guys that works for him just happened to be there. And I'm like, good. Like,
Oh,
pull
here
this
we
fucking
go.
thing inside because I'm
Yeah,
not
here you
leaving it
go.
outside. He's like, man, I heard that. And I was fucking like, what the fuck's going on out there?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it sounds like a fucking race car.
I actually do have a couple pictures of it from the front and the back.
Yeah, you can see it back when I owned it. And it's not loading pictures because shit's going slow.
There it is.
And here comes another one.
Holy.
It's dark, but
It's so dark. Hold on. Hold on.
So much bigger than
I
the,
just-
the new tires.
It's
on
not. It's not coming. Your pictures aren't showing up. There it is.
there it is.
Give me one fucking second. We're doing shit.
it. Yeah, those are
They're definitely way
probably
bigger.
4 inches wider than the other ones.
Yeah, these are 19 and a half inches wide.
Yeah.
I think they're 31s or 33s. They're big.
There it is.
They're fucking nasty. Go back to the other picture. Are you also sharing stuff?
Yeah. I found the video.
I also shared another video.
Holy fuck, guys. You're killing me.
Sandrail stuff. It was fucking cool.
No, it
Nick, what
wasn't.
video did you send?
I like
Marcus stalling it.
Fuck you,
Love the fact you have that.
Yeah.
jackass.
God, I got so many cool things to show now. Wow. I'm definitely not going to buy it back after this. Fuck me.
Hey, you're like, God, I hated every minute of that.
Every minute of this is torture to watch.
Do you remember when we took it to
There
was
it
it
goes.
There it
Matheson?
goes. Wow.
Yeah, when we
And
went,
it was fucking raining.
that was honestly the most fun day I ever had.
That was a
thing.
good fucking day.
It was raining. We're out like street drifting this thing.
Yeah.
You go to the picture of the back first. You can't even see, but like it looked all LED lights and wide as fuck.
It was fucking
There's the shop.
tits from the back.
Tits from the back is just back, brother.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get some side boob from the back
Let's see.
if they're out wide enough.
They're out wide enough.
Fuck all these. Where is it playing?
Whoa.
There we go.
There it is.
You want to start her over?
Yeah. Let me go back. Hey, there's blue.
Hey, look, there's blue.
I don't know what I was excited about.
I don't know, stuff. There's all my extra spare tires and stuff.
Yeah. This must have been the last hoorah before you got
It was.
It was.
Yeah.
You could hear her scream
It
at
was-
that certain pedal.
Wow.
It would. Well, no, at that certain RPM, you'd get that.
Oh, it's an exhaust leak. That's
Yeah.
from it stretching the springs on the spring-loaded exhaust.
Okay, yeah, let's see this.
Here's it
as I have
exploding.
not- I
Most
have
people,
not seen this.
I'm
most
pretty
people-
sure that this is the whole clip.
This is it. Most people probably haven't seen this. You see me pull up. Ready?
Yep.
Just immediately explodes.
Is that the fucking clutch?
Yeah, something is exploded.
That probably.
She's junk.
It was like, hey, is that the clutch that we like just put in?
Yeah.
Oh, good times, good
Yeah. You
times.
can hear. I'm like, I go to put it back, and you're just. I'm like, nope. All right, it's blown up.
It's
Shit.
self-clearancing the transmission.
Oh.
It's fine.
It clearances the fuck out of it.
The good sand rail.
Here's the one from Nick. If you fucking stalling.
It was also very cold that day.
It was chilly.
it was a
Well,
little
it's
chilly.
September, yeah. It sounds like a lawnmower on video. It sucks.
Hey, for third gear, it moved.
The gravel sound.
That's first, yeah.
There
that
we
makes more sense.
You hear how much cam it has just tap, 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 everywhere.
That's why I kept it. Just
I didn't.
Just
I didn't kill it. I almost stalled it.
the fact you didn't kill it doing that still surprises me.
Yeah, I was like, 'cause I've killed that thing quite a few times too. It's like, oh yeah, this
That
is,
motor.
I think that was like the only time I got to drive that thing.
Probably because
I think it was,
I was
yeah.
scared to let people drive it because
Well, yeah.
it breaks so easily. The motor stock made 40 horsepower. Once I was done with it, it made about 100. I mean, it was not fun to play with anymore. It was terrifying.
oh,
Like
shit.
the clutch was every bit as stiff as the clutch in Andy's Cobra. It's
Yeah,
like
oh,
a
yeah.
1,000
Oh, I
horsepower
remember
clutch.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that clutch was fucking heavy.
It was, and the seats don't adjust, so if you didn't have the right reach, you couldn't
Correct.
hit it. Like, I just happened to be the right size for me, and I'm like, good enough, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck everybody else.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just where it
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
I always had to push my back.
and
Oh,
roll
yeah.
your leg out.
Yeah, your butt cheeks are on the front, the front knuckle of the seat. You're like, yep, we're good.
The clutch was probably 60 pounds of
yeah.
pressure. Like it felt like a tractor clutch. You're like, and there it goes.
Ah.
For a clutch that's the size of a small dinner plate.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure.
Oh shit.
Bad,
I missed
bad
that
time.
thing.
I'm
I
sure.
missed
I'm
it.
sure everyone who didn't pay for it misses
yeah,
that
that's great.
thing.
Oh yeah.
It was so cool because
Hey, every time I was there, it didn't break when you had it. It was fine.
Yeah.
Literally, every time I drove it or I was like, it was driving around. Like the one day there was like snow, it was raining. We were drifting in your yard.
Oh,
Your
it's
dad's
so
like,
much fun.
Your dad's like, stop that. I'm like, oh, it was
stop.
so fun.
yeah, like the day Marcus was
this
talking about
one?
when we went to Matheson.
I have a video of that too.
I probably have the video of us fucking washing the windshield while it's pouring rain.
I don't think I have that one because I,
have.
was
No,
trying to keep
someone
my
showed me that
computer.
video.
I've showed you.
I was
it,
trying
yeah.
to keep my computer that was in my lap in a trash bag from getting soaked.
That was after that, but
No,
still.
it was the same fucking day.
It was the same day, but it was later when we were at the thing doing the stuff.
Is it raining? I think it's raining.
Probably. I don't fucking know.
It sounds like it's raining. That or fucking wind.
Oh boy. Oh, this is on the way home.
This is my like key
there no
point.
sound?
No, there is. I just didn't.
Oh,
know
okay,
that.
you even turned out.
This is my key
Oh, I guess we were-
memory.
God, you were moving.
I'm like
trying to beat the rain.
I don't realize. Yeah, it
Where
was
is
just.
this?
This was.
This is
the-
heading towards Jonesville.
Yeah, Jonesville.
Those
Oh,
curves
yeah.
down the thing. Like that's 77 miles an hour. It rose so nice though. You can tell the
that-
headlights are crooked because Michael hit a deer with it like the first week we had it.
That was a good day.
This day, we're in our swim trunks. We just went swimming all day, and we're like, it's about to start pissing rain. Like, we gotta go. Because I had to drop him off and then drive home still.
And it was the perfect temperature out because we weren't freezing our dicks off.
It was pretty cold by the time we got back.
Oh yeah, by the time we like
rain
pulled
coming
into the
in,
house.
yeah.
But that was
on
a
the
good
way out
day.
to the creek, like, it was raining. We're like drifting this thing around in the rain and shit. Like,
Well, it was funny. We stopped at Aces.
We stopped at Aces because you were up there.
Yeah, you were up there.
Mary Smith was up for the
Oh,
weekend.
yeah, that's right.
And we had stopped in in our shorts, like half soaked. Everyone's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I remember this now. Yeah,
We're going to the river.
I was up there for entirely different. Like I was just up there.
It might have been like after a golf outing or something.
Yes,
weird.
that's what it was. You were doing golf. You were.
I didn't golf.
No, you were
but
on
I
your
think-
way.
I think
They
you had
played
met
the golf
yes,
outing,
yeah.
and
You met
Mary just
everybody
so
there.
happened to be
I
in
think it was
town.
something
And I was
like
like, I
that.
haven't seen you in fucking 4 years. It was cool talking.
Yeah, and you're like, "Hey, stop up there." We're like, "Well, fuck it. We got nothing better to
yeah.
do."
Oh
As
yeah,
we're-
I'm pretty sure I told Riley, and Riley's like, "Make them fuckers come
Yeah.
up here." I'm like, "All right."
As we're in our swim trucks getting fucking
fucking-
rained on, like we're just like, "What's up?" Like,
We came
we're
in
gonna
like
go.
sopping wet.
And, like,
Hello.
I'm like, "Well, you saw them. This is the antics we get into around here."
Here it is. We're gonna go now.
We do stupid shit.
Stupid
Yeah.
shit.
Good time.
Yeah, that thing sucks so fucking bad. God,
Good memories.
Hated every minute of owning that thing. It's such a piece of shit. If I ever do it again, I'm gonna build it from scratch because that
Oh,
thing
absolutely.
Was, that thing was a
LS1,
pile.
buddy.
Does it need to be a 4-seater? Can definitely have a more solid rear end.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you almost have a rear end bought for that thing? And then the guy was
Yeah,
like,
it was the
never mind.
fucking-
I changed my mind. I don't want to
The
sell it.
rally ready, like
It was
like
like-
1,000 horsepower.
It
rear
was like a
fucking
week.
rear end.
Like the day I broke it, I go on Facebook looking for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Guy in Indiana had one that had raced Baja 1000.
Mm-hmm.
It was a built Mandola 5 rib. I think.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
But it was built, had a billet case, like stupid nice. Everything
Mm-hmm.
on it was like exactly what I wanted.
Reasonably cheap, especially for being in Illinois, which they're
Indiana,
like
but-
close enough to where it's like, wow, the fact you have this in the Midwest is shocking.
It was like $1,400.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yep.
like, I will come get this Saturday morning. And he's like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Friday night, he just takes the listing down.
Yeah, he's like,
Doesn't say anything. I'm just like, I like went to like,
Yeah, I think we were we must have been drinking the shop because he was
Probably.
like, you were like, I'm pretty sure he just isn't gonna sell it now, and you texted him.
I
and he's
texted
like,
him. I'm like, did you take
Yeah.
the listing down? Like, I still want to come buy this. He's like, I decided to keep it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need this. Are you sure you're gonna keep it? He's like, yeah. He's like,
I would love for you to text that number now and be like,
Still
so
got
did
it.
you ever
Do you
fucking
still
use
have
that piece of shit or no? Like, what the fuck? Were you just an
What's
are
up,
you just a
bitch?
hoarder now? Like, fuck you, dude.
I bet that's still.
his name.
I bet that's still sitting in your garage. Huh, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck.
Oh
I don't know if
shit.
I'd be able to find it. Probably not. Damn it. If I tried hard enough, I could find
Oh,
this,
I'm
dude.
sure.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if it'll search through.
It might.
No, it's not searching
No,
through messages.
yeah,
Gay.
not your messages.
I'll find it and bully this guy later. Because,
To be like,
hey, fucker, you sell this
yeah,
yet?
Yeah.
This would be
3 years
fucking-
later, be like, hey, asshole,
This
just check it in to see
It
if
is
you
several
actually.
years.
Yeah, God, that'd be funny.
What a dick.
It'd be around here.
3
Is
years
it this
ago? guy? Is it that's a
No,
transmission?
that's for transmission parts.
Oh, so probably. What about that Greg guy?
It's got to be right around here. I don't know. Either way, I will find it and bully
should
this guy
bully
later
him.
just for fun. Gay. Fucking big gay bullshit. I don't know. Anyway, let's get out of here. It's been way too long.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.